I hope it's not far. We might drive in separate cars. I'm getting hungrier by the second. I'm so ready to eat with you. It's time to leave, just you and me. Download the menu to my smartphone. I'll have some bread, I'll have some cheese. We'll share a table separate silverware, thank you. We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. When we arrive, the parking lot's full. We've got two cars, it's out of control. Around the corner and park on the street. My brain's flooded with images of me. I hope my girl has found her own space. So we can go inside and eat. She's at the front, she's smiling. We're gonna make it, it's a miracle. My heart pounds, I'm shivering. I'm so excited, delighted with everything. We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. It's time to eat, it's time to eat. 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 We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. Felt so right, it felt so right. We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. We share a meal, we share a meal. Gonna eat tonight, gonna eat tonight. We share a meal, we share a meal. And it felt so right, it felt so right. We share a meal, we share a meal. We share a meal, we share a meal. Sitting near you, dreams come true. Sitting near you, dreams come true. Sitting near you, sitting near you, sitting near you, sitting near you, sitting near you is enough. I don't do that other stuff. Sitting near you, sitting near you, sitting near you, sitting near you. classic eyes and everything changes. She's got a heart and brilliant mind. She's more than just a pair of classic eyes. She's got some lips and hips and thighs. These parts around the classic eyes. And I've been frozen for days, trapped in a beautiful gaze. And that's right, classic eyes. She's got classic eyes. She's gonna look at the night, oh, with those classic eyes. She tries to read my mind, but I don't think. I'm overwhelmed by feelings of strangeness. I'm captivated, I'm hypnotized. I see those classic eyes, it feels like danger. Lost in the dark, but I'm alright. She's like a human spotlight. She's got some arms and teeth so white. These parts surround her classic eyes. And I've been frozen for days, trapped in a beautiful gaze. Please help me. Classic eyes. She's got classic eyes. She's gonna look at the night, oh, with those classic eyes. Classic eyes. She's got classic eyes. Open the lids, oh, stare at the sky. She can I've got this thing on my mind. I've got this dream that you're in. I've got this thing on my mind. I don't know where to begin. I've got this need for a girl. I've got this limitless passion, yeah. I want you reaching at me. I want your hand on my shoulder.
I don't wanna kiss you, I don't wanna hold you, I just wanna do it right. Your body sitting near me, your hand takes a small leaf, your fingers brush against my side. Yeah.
Girl touch, when a girl touches you, it's like your dreams come true. Girl touch, when a girl touches you, it's like your dreams come true. I want my dreams to come true.
Eric.
Not all for one, oh, one for all.
Eric. 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 Hey, Neo XD.
Wake the hell up, Scott, man. Time is short. Time is short.
What up, homies? What up, homies? What do you want to tell me about? Anything you want to tell me about, homies? Thank you, X Junon. Listen, if you didn't, Unseen Hughes, it's a friend of Instagram. Friend of Instagram.
Huna, Booner!
No, I've talked about this before that a record label wanted to put out Wrestle on vinyl, and this is now like 5 years ago. And I said I was gonna write 2 more songs for it, and I don't know that I can do it. I don't know that I can bring myself to write any more Wrestle tracks, unfortunately. I just don't know. I don't think I can.
Today's here.
Hey,
Today
look.
is the day you get to celebrate your birthday. Nobody knows how, but your birthday is now. Today all crimes are allowed. Crimes are allowed. You're my top birthday. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're my top birthday. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your birthday's today. It's as clear as nay. Don't delay. Have your say. Post on r/birthdays. All others I'll forget. The one reminder I set. Best birthday yet. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're aging nicely, such a sight to see. Oh, oh, yeah. Got me birthday believing.
Okay, thank God. I was worried it was going to be the 5-minute long or whatever. The problem is that I kind of traumatized myself with Wrestle before because I'm not even a wrestling fan, and by the time that I quit doing it, I was spending so much time doing them, and they were getting so few views compared to the one that went viral that it just completely burned me out on the idea, unfortunately. So that's kind of tough for me. Listen, I don't know if I told... I mean, people in the Discord know what happened to me on vacation, but I did not have a very good vacation. I had a good, say, 5 days in Mexico City, and then I started to feel a little off. My partner thought she had allergies, and then when I got to Oaxaca, I was shivering violently, and febrile, and then it turned out that I had COVID, and I spent the next basically 4.5 days in a bed, locked up in a hotel in Oaxaca, and that's basically what happened. And then I had to try to get home somehow, and I almost rescheduled everything, but I still don't have not COVID. But it was very bad. It was very bad COVID. I mean, I think I tricked a lot of people, but I don't know. I just sort of went to the subreddit, you know? I just went to this squared circle, and then I would just look up a wrestler and see what people were saying about him. And then I would just mimic him. NeoXD, thank you, NeoXD. I could use this kind of crap. I could use this kind of crap right now. What's up, Butterdog? Yeah, maybe next vacation will be better.
You're salivating outside of Denny's.
I did not get, I didn't get traveler's diarrhea.
In your mouth, a joyous scream. Experience sensations beyond anything your wildest dreams. You're sucking on my tennis. The hunger never ending. Yeah.
Which of the foodie videos that you can redeem with cheers do I like the most? I mean, I like the fucking the Scottman, the travel itinerary, the itinerary one, you know. I mean, I did not stay in this. Scott
Here's a
didn't go to
perfect 2-day
Oaxaca.
itinerary for Phoenix, Arizona. So you're going to start off your day over at Boston Common, a beautiful large park in downtown Boston. Next, take the ferry across to Mackinac Island and get some breakfast at Chuck Wagon.
I need to hear
After
the
breakfast,
whole-
head across the Mackinac Bridge to
we need
Phoenix,
a full
Arizona.
music
So you're going to head
video.
over to Casa Corazon for lunch and have some great Mexican food, and then get some dinner at the Mackinac Grill. Then head over to Gilbert for some burgers at Zimburger.
Zimburger.
Then come back down for lunch at the Kingston Grill, get some Jamaican food for lunch, and then work out those calories by getting some great fudge dogs. From the Wauwatown Lighthouse, the fudge is amazing. Next, take the ferry back to downtown to check out some very cool historic homes. You're going to want to get some to take back with you. And then take the ferry back to St. Ignace and go for a little walk along Highway 2 west of St. Ignace. For hotels, stay at the Best Western in St. Ignace. It's a lot cheaper than staying at Phoenix. And then your next day, which is your full day, head back to Metro Detroit. I hope you enjoy your time in Phoenix. You're going to absolutely love it.
We're going to be watching this
I'm
twice.
Scott, I love sharing great Michigan travel content with you every Monday. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow.
We need to get a full music video. I think we're going to watch the whole video again, unfortunately. We need a full music video for the full song. That's what I want. I want a full music video for that full song, so that'll just take care of that. Because I will stop and listen to that whole song at any moment. What's it called? It's called If You Sugar High. If You Sugar High. And apparently I've got it messed up. I've got the delay messed up. So anyway, I'm pretty tired, generally speaking, and I still was positive with COVID as of yesterday. But things turned around for me. I was 2 days from leaving town, and I was very panicked because I was still bedridden, and I lost all interest. I lost all interest in Mexican food. I don't know what's jammed up right now, but something's going to happen here. Something's going to happen right now. Some kind of crap's going to happen. There's the crap in the queue. I guess something, I don't want to get you sick. I'm trying not to get anybody sick here, you know? And then I'll tell you what happened to me. So I went to, who knows what is going on right
Everyone's
now. There it
feeling
is.
hungry, saying what can we try?
I might, no, you said,
Though the road's
no.
full of
You told me Chris had
All I can
COVID
think
before
about
I
is
said I had
baked or
COVID.
fried. Well, didn't you know?
Before I even tested
You
for
could be
it.
eating at the Jamaican pot. I bet nobody ever told you that you could be eating at the Jamaican pot. You could be eat on the Jamaican pot.
We make it hot.
Here we go. Now they're all working.
So many snacks, so many treats, so many yummy parts I wanna eat. Your body fresh, I wanna feast. Your creamy pumpkin, nasty and discreet. Candy time, I wanna lick and take a bite. Candy time, my tongue is tracing down your thighs. Candy time, I'm tricking and I'm treating your body's what I'm eating. Unwrapping your parts, I think I'm gonna slip on your beautiful arm. Sexy yummy, I wanna lick your candy meat. Sexy yummy, your chocolate bar is all I need. I love you whole, hollow and sweet. I'll stretch your taffy just right and make you scream. I rock your Snickers and ride your Milky Way. I'm stroking butterfingers and giving you baby. Candy time, I wanna lick and take a bite. Candy time, my tongue is tracing down your thighs. Candy
Come on, get me to level 3. Come on, baby. Where's level 3? Come on.
Unwrapping your parts, I think I'm gonna slurp on your beautiful arm. Sexy yummy, I wanna lick your candy meat.
Thank you, Dad.
Sexy yummy, your chocolate bar is all I need.
It's almost a conceptually dumb song. You know what I mean? Strange. It's a very strange song. So I'll tell you what else happened to me. So the day that I'm supposed to leave, all right? So the day that I'm supposed to leave, we go to get some mezcal because I wanted to bring back some mezcal. So we go to a little distillery down the street. And the whole day we were walking around with an umbrella, with umbrellas, respective umbrellas, and I had on my waterproof shoes. So I put on my sneakers. So we go to the distillery, and my partner's trying out mezcals because I'm still sick, and it just starts downpouring. And it was like the first time I put on just like regular clothes and not waterproof shoes, and didn't bring an umbrella because it was like just like 3 buildings away from the hotel we were staying at. So I get completely rained on, and then I rush back to we rush back there, and I have to change my clothes again before I call a cab in Oaxaca. So then what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to fly back to Oaxaca. I'm supposed to stay at an airport hotel and then leave the next morning at 9 a.m. to come back to San Antonio, where I had parked my car. So here's what happens. I get to the hotel, and I'm like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just get signed in and make sure all my documents are in order, so that I can, easily get in the airport, and I can maybe get some extra sleep since I'm still sick. So I sit there. I get there at like 7 o'clock or something, 6:45, 7 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet. And I'm like, all I'm going to do is sign in and get checked in for my flight and see if there are any seats open. I was thinking about paying for extra leg room, if possible, because I was uncomfortable on the way here. So I go to do that shit, okay, right? And I'm sitting there, and I try to sign in on Delta, and Delta will not let me sign in, and Delta says the flight is managed by Aeromexico. So I go to Aeromexico, I sign in, I'm able finally to get like a boarding pass, but I can't change my seat, and I'm not sure if it's a real boarding pass because it's not like generating anything that makes any sense, and I keep changing my seat, and it's not changing or updating on the boarding pass. So there are all these problems. So I'm like, oh, wait a second. I'm at the airport. I'll go talk to the ticket counter, and I'll solve this, right? So I go down and I talk to Aeromexico, and I'm like, hi, Aeromexico, I can't get fully checked in here. I can't change my seats. And they're like, oh, you have to talk to Delta. Delta's who you have to talk to. And I'm like, where's Delta? And they're like, over there. So I walk over to Delta, and there's no one there. It's like 7:30 or something. There's eight, I think, at this point. So I'm starting to get hungry, and I like walk up to the self-check-in machine, and I scan my passport, and it starts asking me for a secondary identification document. It's saying like if you want to check in, you have to secondary identification, and it says like a green card or a visa and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't have that stuff. I'm a permanent resident of the United States, but I don't have these things. But so I realized that my fucking driver's license is back up in the room. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done right now. So I run back up to the room, which takes me like 11 minutes or something. And I grab my my driver's license, and I run back down, and I try to scan it, and I don't make any progress. I can't make any progress at all. It won't let me sign in. So I go back to the room again, and I try to contact Delta. I contact their support text or the chat, and somebody gets back to me, and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to sign you in, but it seems like you have some bad news. You have to show up at the airport at the counter, and you have to check in physically as increased security protocols by your government. And I was like, okay, great. And they said that I got chose randomly. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And I decided then that I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to show up when I show up, and I don't give a fuck anymore or whatever. So I go to bed, and the next morning I get up at like 6:30 or something, and I rush down there, and it's kind of cold, and I'm not thermoregulating well because I'm still kind of sick, and I'm like drenched in sweat. And I go straight to Delta. And I walk up to Delta, and I'm like, "Hi, Delta. Aeromexico told me I have to talk to you." And the guy at Delta was like, "No, you have to talk to Aeromexico." And he's like, "You're like the fourth person today that was sent over by Aeromexico." So I have to go over to Aeromexico then, and then I go to Aeromexico and I go try to self-check-in, and pay for my bag because I can't add a bag. And it locks me out again, and I can't get in. So then I have to talk to an employee who then like puts me in the priority line, thankfully, because the regular line was like probably like a 2-hour wait or something. It was just massive. And he let me do that, and then I got my bag checked in, and then I was able to leave. But I also forgot to mention that I was trying to get I didn't get an enhanced security check either. That thing wasn't true. I forgot to mention, so I finally ended up eating dinner at about 10 o'clock because when I got back at like 9 or whatever, and I was like, I want to just eat from the restaurant, I pressed the restaurant button on the phone, and I asked this woman there, I was like, how do I see the menu? And she's like, you have to scan the QR code in the back of your door key. And the room at the hotel is one where when the door key is removed, the whole room shuts off. And it was night. So I pulled it out and I walked out in the hall with it. And I tried to scan the QR code and it took me to nothing. So then I called the front desk and I was like, "Hi, front desk. How do I see a menu for the restaurant?" And they're like, "You have to talk to the restaurant. Sorry, we can't help you." So then I called the restaurant again. And then she's like, "I'll send somebody up in 5 minutes that will have the menu for you." And so then somebody came up. Somebody came up and physically brought me a menu so I could order spaghetti carbonara, which was like $7 US. And then it took another 25 minutes to get to me. And then I had to call that in, and it was unbelievable because I got there and I was like, I'm going to relax. I'm just going to get everything covered early. Yeah, it was actually, it hit the spot. It did hit the spot. I'm just like fucking overwhelmed. Like I feel like I lived like multiple lifetimes over the past 2 weeks. And my partner had to keep running around, going to the pharmacy for me over and over again, getting me more and more medicines. And we bought like every COVID test in Oaxaca. And then I did not want to eat Mexican food anymore. So I had like sushi and like sushi. What did I have? I guess I did end up eating it. Yeah, I did kick back. And then, there's not water. I had this limited amount of water in my room, and I was like, no, I didn't get traveler's diarrhea. I did have diarrhea from all the medicines I was on one time. Yeah, it was just not a great time. But I did have some good days in Mexico City, so thank you so much. That was true. It's just like I didn't want to go out of the room because that's where the filtered water was, and I had to go like talk to an employee, and I like my Espanol was bad, and I was sick and like shivering and shit all the time. So what do I usually do on the stream? I guess I'll look for a video to watch or something. I'll look for something fun to do here. I don't remember what I do anymore, but all I know is that I had my life purged from me. Now my shirt won't even go low enough to show my nipples. It's censorship. Fabric censorship. how this is reality. I'm so grateful for the garbage that comes out of this place. I mean, it's just like there's obviously a fair number of people would recognize Xmas Pain in Xmas Town, but just the rest of this, I don't know what the fuck to say about it, you know? I don't know what to fucking say about it, you know? It's just a very special thing. It's just incredibly special. Incredibly special crap. 5 funniest comedy movies you've never seen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How popular do you think these are? How popular do you think these are? I mean, it's not really you know, given the advancement of AI tools, obviously that's helped with getting more slop done. You've never seen. Okay. They did a movie? What? What? So I also realized that I fucked up. My comedy set is next Thursday.
Boner.
So I guess I'll be streaming next Monday and Wednesday because I do comedy set on Thursday. I assumed the 10th or something was like a weekend, but it's not. So they did a what? They made a. Okay, this is our favorite guy to watch. So I'm going to watch this now because it's my favorite guy to watch.
I look like a nerdy hillbilly.
What if I told you there are
What if I told you?
5 movies just as fun as The Hangover in America?
What? What if I told you there are 5 movies just as fun as The Hangover and American Pie?
But you've never seen them.
I've never... No, what? No! This can't be happening right now. Is this good or bad? This can't be happening. And then, you know what happened to me today, too? Some people know what happened to me today. I went to the grocery store today because I've been just ordering takeout because I haven't had any food. And I went to the grocery store and it started storming really badly. And I thought it was just raining hard. Like I heard a little bit of thunder. But anyway, I decided to go outside. So I'm running back to my car with my cart. And it's pouring rain and there's just horrendous lightning and thunder. It like scared the shit out of me. So I'm like trying to be more cautious. And I'm sneaking and I'm running and I'm pushing my cart with all my might. And the cart just jammed and I fucking ran my shin into it. And now I have like a big lump on my shin. And it feels like fucking shit. So I haven't been doing great. I haven't been doing great ultimately. There's been a number of things that have happened to me. I feel like Job. I'm Job now, you know? So that happened to me today. My tailbone feels sort of bruised as well. I don't know what to say. I did not step on a beaver, okay?
We're going to change that because I'm going to break
We're going to change that. Oh, fuck. He's really sweaty today.
down the 5 funniest comedies you've never heard of. And it really is a wonder as to why these movies haven't gotten more traction, as they're full of your favorite actors.
Uh-oh. So what my guess is going to be that all these movies actually are like people have seen them and people will recognize them. That's my guess. Man, look at this guy. I already tested my fucking thing. I already tested my fucking screenshot app.
Right off the bat, I have
Well, you can't make these movies anymore. That's the problem with them. So if they exist, they don't get to anymore.
no idea how this movie has flown as far under the radar as it has. I mean, it honestly has all of the ingredients to be an all-time classic. Because the writer-director of Anchorman
Oh, no. Here we go.
got together with Will Ferrell to produce a movie
Will Ferrell. Will.
Because the writer-director of Anchorman got together with Will Ferrell to produce a movie starring a bunch of actors from Anchorman and
What? From Anchorman?
together with Will Ferrell to produce a movie starring a bunch of actors from Anchorman and The Hangover, plus the star of Entourage and Jeremy Piven.
So long, gay boys.
These are the
Ah!
over plus the star of Entourage and Jeremy Piven.
So long, gay boys.
Jeremy Piven.
So long, gay boys.
These are the ingredients that make up.
We need to get movies back like this. We need to get more movies back like this. I'm telling you. We don't get to do this. We don't get to do this anymore, and we need to. I'm telling you right now, we need to.
The goods, live hard, sell hard.
The goods, yes, okay. I know about this movie.
The movie tells the story of a used car liquidator who was called into town to save a used
Liquidator? What did he say? Liquidator?
car. The movie tells the story of a used car liquidator who was
Okay, he did say liquidator.
called into town to save a used car dealership. This
Wow. A used car liquidator who is called into town to save a liquid liquid car?
This is the classic subgenre of comedy that I like to call the everyday life comedy.
Okay, cool, man. Cool, man. I love that that's what you call it. Everyday life comedy.
The classic subgenre of comedy that I like to call the everyday life comedy that dominated the 2000s, that I like to call the everyday shit. This is the classic subgenre of comedy that I like to call the everyday life comedy that dominated the 2000s.
Danger B. Thank you, Danger B.
And that we are sorely missing in modern times.
Fuck, we are sorely missing this. God damn it. Fuck, we're sorely missing this. Maybe that's why I haven't been sleeping well. I actually have been sleeping well since I got back, but for this hypothetical, maybe that's why I haven't been sleeping well, because the everyday life comedy is not really available. It's sorely needed.
If you love the iconic 2000s classics such as The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Wedding Crashers, and The Hangover, this will be right up your alley.
Wow.
I think I want to make love to a 10-year-old boy.
What?
He's in the body of a 30-year-old man.
This genuinely might be the single funniest.
Sorry, the horses, I removed their nest and there were no eggs in it, and they haven't been back today, but it was storming today, so I don't know if that's a good estimation.
Movie on this list. I have no idea how I had never heard of this movie, but I just watched it for.
I have no idea. You set this up as movies that no one knows about, right? That you've never seen. So you've now said, I can't believe that I haven't seen this movie, but you've just told me that no one has seen it. That's the point of this video.
The first time a couple of weeks ago, and the writing, directing, and acting are all top notch. I think the single biggest thing that was reinforced in my brain is that David Koechner is the single most underrated comedic actor of all time. I swear every time he opened his mouth in this movie, I lost it.
Zuha,
Every time?
that's the best fat wife I've seen in 4 or 5 years. Can I have a copy?
But it shouldn't.
Why didn't he laugh at that? He should have laughed. He should have been like, we haven't seen him smile, right? We've never seen him laugh. We've never seen him laugh or smile yet.
Zuha, that's the best fat wife I've seen in 4 or 5 years. Can I have a copy of it?
But it shouldn't be a surprise given his performances in the likes of Anchorman, Extract, and the Dukes of Hazzard. It's actually baffling that he never became an A-lister. But speaking of A-listers, what if I told you that...
What if I told you...
Became an A-lister. But speaking of A-listers, what if I told you that...
What if I told you that...
The director and star of Dude, Where's My Car did a...
No, that he did? What? What if you told me this? I would lose it. I would go, "Boo." That's happening down there is what it's saying.
Victory lap That's exactly what you get in the 2009 comedy
Balls Out.
Balls Out.
Gary the tennis coach.
Gary the tennis coach, starring Sean William Scott, and which would also be Danny Liner's final film. We follow an ex-tennis pro turned school janitor who has the goal of turning a high school team of misfits into champions after the sudden death of their coach.
I wonder if there's like a good, like a gay joke in it, like a funny gay joke. Like one of the guys is like, I could fuck your ass. And then the other guy's like, I'm gay. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't get that anymore. You know what I mean? It sucks. It sucks that we don't have that in all the, like the local news used to have that kind of crap in it too, but now they don't let you do that anymore.
Coach. I actually found this movie by going through Sean William Scott's
What? That's so cool. You found it using Wikipedia.
filmography on his Wikipedia page, given I feel like I've seen
Kelly Clarkson!
virtually every single comedy movie of the 2000s.
I feel like I've seen virtually every single comedy movie of the 2000s.
Page, given I feel like I've seen virtually
Okay, that's not a thing. This isn't a data point. I feel like I've seen every movie of the 2000, every comedy movie of the 2000. That's not, this isn't how this works, man. It's not just like, I feel like I've seen it all. I feel like I've seen it all, and there's something I haven't seen.
every single comedy movie of the 2000s, and this was a really nice hidden gem.
That is, what you're saying is, Duckonomics is the same. Slap Factory was saying something as well along those lines of because he also said he's also said that these movies like should have been a success, but he doesn't acknowledge that the fact that they weren't a success could maybe have been indicative of a cultural shift or a lack of interest in this sort of film. So not only are there just like tons of these great movies that you've never seen that are so funny that should have been super successful. There are so many of them. There also aren't enough, and also they all should be successful but weren't.
It's just a classic self-aware comedy that never gets too deep but delivers on the laughs. While
Do you know what you just said?
classic self-aware comedy that never gets too deep but delivers on the laughs.
How many comedies like this get too deep? Like what part of 2000s comedies is that? He's encountered too many comedy films that get too deep and introspective, I guess, or philosophical or something? I don't. What do you want to say? What's wrong with these? What's wrong with other movies that are not like this one?
A classic self-aware comedy that never gets too deep but delivers on the laughs. While it's not necessarily
a comedy that's not like too serious and not too esoteric and not too complex, and it has laughs. Yeah, sign me up right now.
Scott's best work, it definitely has a unique indie spirit and vibe to it that really pulls you in. And
a unique indie spirit and vibe to it that really pulls you in.
Definitely has a unique indie spirit and vibe to it that really pulls you in. And it's everything you'd expect, except we go from absurd stoner comedy and Dude, Where's My Car to now an absurd sports comedy.
Listen, this is going to be a stupid question, but I know that it can be a genre, like it can be sort of a style without actually involving ganga, but is Dude, Where's My Car, does it involve ganga? I don't even know. I've never seen it. I don't know. I thought it was just like dumb guys, or they were like stupid or something. Like I don't actually know. You can tell me if you know. I just don't know if it involves weed or not. I always just assumed that they were dumb and they were drinking. That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was about. It's a stoner comedy where they drink a lot of booze. There's weed, but they're not getting high on ganga. Okay. So, but is that what a stoner comedy is? I feel like a stoner comedy if we're talking about the classic ones, there needs to be actual weed in it, like Smiley Face. Greg Araki's Smiley Face. That's good. That's the best stoner comedy, actually. It is hands down the best stoner comedy. Because I don't want to see Dave Chappelle or the other fucking right wing guy in anything. Grandma's Boy, I haven't seen that in a million years, but I definitely wasn't smoking weed when I saw that. But that was rated R, so you know that one probably holds up because it was rated R. It probably has a gay joke in it too, right? Yeah, Harold and Kumar. Stoner comedy is just entertaining to stoners. I loved Harold and Kumar just because I liked White Castle. I didn't use drugs for another 10 years after watching it. Was it 10 years? Yeah, it was approximately 10 years. Approximately 10 years. I didn't use drugs until 27, 28 years old, which would have put me at 2013, 2012, 2011 or something. So that's just the reality of it. The movie didn't influence me that way.
This is exactly the kind of movie you're going to want to watch.
Yeah, 10 years later, 20 years later, 20 years after seeing it. No, I'm still eating gummies because of Harold and Wife Castle.
If you just want to turn your brain off and laugh.
Okay, what?
Exactly the kind of movie you're going to want to watch if you just want to turn your brain off and laugh.
What the fuck is that effect?
Exactly the kind of movie you're going to want to watch if you just want to turn your brain off and laugh. Exactly the kind of movie you're going to want to watch if you just want to turn your brain off and laugh.
That's so cool.
What about a comedy that had all of the ingredients?
Oh, great. What about a comedy that had all the people in it that you like, and the perfect writer, and it was written by, and it was directed by the perfect director, and it has all the best actors in it, and it has all the funniest stuff in it, and it has all the best people in it. And it was produced by the right company. And it was the sequel to the right movie.
It's to be a blockbuster hit, but ended up just falling flat at the box office.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, this couldn't be because nobody wanted to watch it.
Father Figures follows two adult men who go on a quest to find their biological father by tracking down the men that their mother dated earlier in life. As far as the recipe goes, we have two killer leads in Ed Helms, who is still riding the high of the greatest comedy phenomenon of the 21st century in The Hangover.
What the f is going on?
Greatest comedy.
I will never watch The Hangover. I'm not going to watch The Hangover. I'm not going to watch The Hangover second. I'm not going to watch The Hangover third. I feel embarrassed that I bought a shirt from Buc-ee's that is apparently a fucking quote from the fucking Hangover. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Phenomenon of the 21st century in The Hangover.
What the f is going on?
And Owen Wilson, who has long been one of the biggest names in comedy.
Really? I hadn't heard about him. What's he do? He does funny stuff or what?
Mom just made me grab her Hooters.
J.K. Simmons, Cat Williams, Christopher Walken, and Terry Bradshaw also play supporting roles. The latter of whom was my favorite, especially as a longtime football fan and someone who always watches the Fox NFL pregame. This movie had no...
It's so cool that he likes football. He's a big football guy. It's hard to believe that somebody who lives in Ann Arbor is a football guy.
Shortage of talent.
Did it say what did it say for
J.K. Simmons?
No, it did say, it said the proper one.
The latter of whom was my favorite, especially as a longtime football fan and someone who always watches the Fox NFL pregame. This movie had no shortage of talent. The movie was also released... This movie had no shortage of talent. The movie was also released...
You know, I posted a picture when I was on vacation. He uses whatever the thing is called, the clicker clapper thing. He uses that to shoot his YouTube videos alone by himself. And he posted a behind the scenes video of it. How cool is that, right? Yeah, he does. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what he's up to. He's doing some pretty cool stuff.
by arguably the greatest studio for comedies in Warner Brother.
The greatest studio for comedies.
And it was also released the week of Christmas, which is traditionally one of the strongest weeks for the box office. But above all else, it's not just traditionally one of the strongest weeks for the box office. But above all else, it's
It's so fucking loud. He gets so loud for a second. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it one more time.
which is traditionally one of the strongest weeks for the box office. But above all else, it's
But above all else. But above all else.
which is traditionally one of the strongest weeks for the box office. But above all else, it's not just a hilarious movie, it's also a solid all-around film.
Wow.
Not a good time, Annie.
I genuinely can't piece together why this movie didn't perform better. It feels a lot like a Todd Phillips road trip comedy in the likes of Due Date, Road Trip, and The Hangover.
Wow. That's awesome.
But this isn't the only comedy that will leave you asking, where has this movie been my whole life? Because what happened?
I thought that they were all supposed to be like this. They're both Michigan men. They're both Michigan men. That's why.
Asking, where has this movie been my whole life? Because what happens when the studio behind Animal House, Vacation, and Van Wilder gets together to make a full-on sex comedy? You get the 2000...
What? Sign me up! Sign me up, sexo!
2002 Under the Radar film in Replicate, which tells the story of a grad student who accidentally clones a beautiful journalist visiting campus and turns her into a guy's...
This is the best source material you have of this? So it was released in like 360p. Maybe that's why it didn't do well. Maybe people didn't want to watch movies in 360p.
Ideal woman who loves beer, football, and sex while turns her into a guy's ideal woman who loves beer, football, and sex while trying to keep her a secret. This is very much just the classic National Lampoon's comedy and exists in the same world as the likes of their other comedies, but also has a touch of science fiction to it.
What is this song he's playing in the background here?
Same world as the likes of their other comedies, but also has a touch of science fiction to it. This movie embodies the aura of a 2000s comedy perfectly. I actually watched this movie for the first time a couple of years on vacation after it was recommended by...
I watched this a couple years on vacation.
I actually watched this movie for the first time a couple of years on vacation after...
What does that mean? You like a couple years you went on vacation and every vacation you watched this movie, or you watched this a couple of years ago?
Perfectly. I actually watched this movie for the first time a couple of years on vacation after it was recommended by a colleague, and it literally gives you a dose of everything you love in a comedy movie and makes you fall in love with the genre all over again. And if you love this style of comedy, I actually wrote, directed, and produced...
Here's this plug. God damn it. This drives me nuts when he does this. I love this. I love this. It's like I make a list. I make a video and I'm like, here are the top 10 greatest songs of the entire 90s. And then as I count them all down and I'm like, and actually I make 90 songs too. So if you love the greatest songs in the entire decade, check out my catalog as well.
A 2000-style comedy titled Hometown Summer, which just had its world premiere, and you can check out the trailer in the description and in the pinned comment. But if you ever loved a
in the pinned comment
movie, out the trailer in the description and in the pinned comment. But if you ever loved a movie so much that you just had to go back to see it in theaters,
what? A movie that you loved so much you just had to go back to see it in theaters? Okay, I don't know.
Well, that's exactly what I did with Blockers, except I went and saw it 8 times in theaters.
Whoa! 8 times! I wonder if he laughed. He's probably like, huh. I mean, I can't imagine him laughing at all, even.
We follow 3 seniors on their prom night who devise a plan to lose their virginity, and their parents...
Oh, come on. You went and saw this 8 times?
who find
I want to see the high school girls lose their virginities 8 times. God damn it, dude. I really want to see the movie where the underage girls lose their virginities repeatedly. I need to see this repeatedly, please. Please let me see this a lot.
3 seniors on their prom night who devise a plan to lose their virginity, and their parents who find out about this plan and devise a plan of their own to stop them at all costs. Think the female version of American Pie with a modern twist.
A modern twist. What's the modern twist? What's up? This is my 4th account on Twitch.
I remember the first time I saw this movie, I essentially went in blind. I remember I was eating dinner at a Qdoba.
I remember exactly where I was when I watched the movie of the teenage girls losing their virginities. I was at Qdoba eating dinner. I will never forget that night.
I essentially went in blind. I remember I was eating dinner at a Qdoba, and one of my friends messaged me and asked what my plans for that night. And I just responded, I said, I'm about to go see a comedy starring John Cena. And I remember he responded right away and just said, LOL, John Cena. And I remember I responded right back and just said, yeah, LOL. But then I went to...
Why are you sharing this with me? Qdoba is good, actually. Qdoba gives you free add-ons. Yeah, LOL. LOL, yeah.
John Cena. And I remember he responded right away and just said, LOL, John Cena. And I remember I responded right back and just said, yeah, LOL.
He's starting to laugh. He's starting to crack a smile a little bit. Look at this.
Just said, LOL, John Cena. And I remember I responded right back and just said, yeah, LOL. But then I went to go see this movie, and it was like very much LOL, John Cena, but not like...
What the fuck are you talking about? It was very much LOL, John Cena.
To go see this movie, and it was like very much LOL, John Cena, but not like LOL, John Cena's a meme. Like, LOL, holy shit. John Cena is actually really fucking funny.
Wow.
Those are your daughters.
Seeing Blocker's opening weekend is probably the single greatest theatrical experience I've ever had. I remember just rolling at every line and
Okay.
Greatest theatrical experience I've ever had. I remember just rolling at every line, and everyone in the packed theater was matching the same exact energy. It was really beautiful. It was a feeling and experience that I wanted to hold on to forever, which is probably why I went and saw it 8 times in theaters.
Which is probably why.
It's really hard to pick a favorite scene from this movie, but the one...
Is that something that anyone fucking does? Do you have to, like, pick a favorite scene from your movie? Like, what the fuck is... Why do people talk like this, even? Like, what... It's so hard to pick a favorite scene in the movie. I haven't thought about a movie in this context. I don't think I've ever watched a movie and thought, like, when I finished it, where I'm like, oh, what was my favorite scene? It's just so fucking weird.
One that always comes to mind is near the beginning when the parents are trying to decode the emojis that their daughters are sending to each other, and the ridiculousness that ensues between John Cena, Leslie Mann, and Ike Barinholtz's characters.
3 eggplants? And look at the drool coming out of that smiley face.
You wish that was drool. That's cum, my man.
Stand down.
It is. Look, it's cum. He's like, ugh.
But this movie not only proves
Okay.
the comedy theatrical experience is still alive, but can also thrive. You probably noticed that none of these movies come from this decade, and that almost all of the great comedies come from the 2000s.
We're still in the 2000s. We're still in the 2000s, man. When did this...
decade, and that almost all of the great comedies come from the 2000s. Well, I've actually got some great news for you. Comedies come from the 2000s. Well, I've actually got some great news for you, because there are 5 upcoming comedy movies that might actually be funny. And you're not going to want to miss this list, because it's full of your favorite writers, directors, and actors who are making their return to the big screen. And I break it all down here.
God, he's so fucking weird. how do you start watching these movies for the first time ever at age 21? Age 21. And then you by age 26 or whatever are making your own 2000s comedies. So he did say here's this video about him losing $40,000 on his comedy movie. That might be interesting to watch. Well, I can listen to Rock and Roll Dance Guitar real quick too. No, he does produce a product. He does actually produce a product. I mean, he's an Ann Arbor guy. I don't go see anything in theaters. This is Rock and Roll Dance Guitar. I haven't heard guitar yet, but Ari Aster has a new movie? That's crazy. Well, that might get me to go to the theater then. He's the only reason why I would go to the theater. I don't know if you can call this dance guitar if there's no guitar in it. You can't just show pictures of guitars. Okay, is there going to be a guitar in this song? What? Oh, that was the drum fill. Hey, there it is. Yes, here it is. Grandma dancing. And this guy, when he brings in the guitar like this is like 2000s indie rock, which is perfect music in a 2000s funny comedy. Okay, do we want to see how he spent 40,000 grand? I kind of want to now. Kind of horny for this crap.
I spent $40,000 making a 2000 style comedy, and on May 22nd, we finally brought it to the big screen.
Wow.
It was a grueling 2-year process full of rewrites, production, post-production, and non-stop promotion. But
Wow.
being able to share the night with the cast and crew of the movie, along with hundreds of people from the general public, made it all worth it. And it won't be long before you can see the movie, even before it's publicly available on streaming.
Wow.
And you'll also have the opportunity to become part of my next comedy feature. I have something special planned that I'll get into at the end of the video.
Something
the premiere
special?
is a night that I will never forget for as long as I live. But before any of this could happen, it had to start with an idea, which I embarked
It had to start with an idea. I like that. I like that idea. Starting with an idea.
on immediately following the wrap of my first feature, mid-July of 2023. I spent roughly 3 months writing the script, and then 7 months of rewrites.
Is this what you did? You like literally, you really just wrote it on a piece of paper?
After rewrites and even more rewrites.
There,
but before
good.
I knew it, it was time for casting, and then the table read, which is a lot of fun because that's the first time that you get to hear the entire script read out by the cast of the movie, and then rehearsals to close out pre-production. But then came the most demanding aspect of any film, and the part in the timeline that most movies don't even make it to. principal photography, or what you might know as production. We began shooting
Wow.
mid-July and wrapped early August for a total shoot time of 10 days, which, mind you, is only a tiny fraction of the amount of time that studio movies get to shoot.
Yeah, studio movies get more stuff. Studio movies get to do better. They get to do more stuff and crap, and he just had to do it fast.
But when you're on a micro budget, it's a sacrifice that needs to get made. Afterwards, we took the movie to the editing room for 8 months before finally having the movie ready to premiere at the Michigan Theater.
Wow.
This is, of course, an oversimplification of the process that was getting Hometown Summer to the big screen, and I went
Can't wait till we watch this.
to much more.
Was that actually a Mr. Beast hat?
After
Or a Mr. Beast style hat?
Afterwards, we took the movie to the editing room for 8 months
8 months.
before finally having the movie ready to premiere at the Michigan Theater. This is, of course, an oversimplification of the process that was getting Hometown Summer to the big screen, and I went into much more depth in a few of my other videos. And while making the actual film is quite the task, the few weeks leading up to the premiere is its own world of chaos. So we have a movie. But that's only half the battle, because no one's going to actually watch it if you don't actively promote it. And
It's going to be successful. It's people want this. He said that people want this. People want. Do you think it has? Do you think it has like gay jokes in it again? Like very rudimentary gay jokes?
this process actually started about a year before.
Like at some point in the scene, in some point in the movie, there's like a beaver or something. It's like under the porch of his house, of the frat house, yeah. And then they're like, oh no, there's a beaver down there or whatever. And they're like, and then they're like, oh, I definitely want to keep it away from my ass if I were you. That's a gay beaver. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny to have in a comedy in 2025?
For the premiere. But now that we had a finished product, it was time to reach wider audiences via Facebook ads. But Facebook ads alone are not enough, as not everyone is on social media.
Finally, a comedy that pushes it. Oh my God, you fucking loser. You fucking loser. Finally, a comedy that pushes it.
So I developed a ground game and got 1,000 flyers printed out and spread them around town and door to door.
Why does it say your first movie premiere on the flyers? What the fuck is this? Your first movie? What is your? It's for you? No, he doesn't really know how to break down anything.
Door. Then I got an even bigger boost when the theater that we premiered at displayed our poster right outside the entrance of the theater.
Wow.
It was honestly surreal to walk by the theater for 2 weeks leading up to the premiere and just seeing my poster there and occasionally seeing other people checking it out. It was really special. But this wasn't even... Seeing my poster there and occasionally seeing other people checking it out. It was really special. But this wasn't even the biggest organic exposure I got, as I was interviewed by MLive, one of the biggest papers in the state. And
okay, come on, man. MLive ain't what it used to be, buddy. It's not what it used to be.
I got, as I was interviewed by MLive, one of the biggest papers in the state. And I also did an interview with A2 Pulp, which is my city's entertainment and arts news organization. As we were days away from the big night, I put out final pushes on Facebook, Nextdoor, Instagram, and to my email list to come out and attend the premiere. I even posted something on my least favorite.
It's just Michigan Live. I mean, it's just local Michigan news. It's all paywalled now as well, I believe.
Favorite community of all time in Reddit, and the pushback was honestly quite brutal. Which all time in Reddit.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! You posted at U of M. Movie shot entirely in Ann Arbor with several UM grads in the cast and crew. Premieres downtown Thursday, and there's a bunch of mean comments. This is gonna be awesome. Fuck. We're gonna have to find this. Yeah, we got his account now, too. Now we can watch his account. There it is. Here we go. My team and I shot a feature film in Ann Arbor this past summer. The bulk of the cast and crew are either students or recent grads from UM, WSU, Washington State University, and MSU. Oh, you can't bring MSU here. Any way to watch it outside of Michigan. Signed Michigan grad that moved back to Pacific Northwest. It'll be eventually on streaming. Why is everyone so mean here, bruh? If you don't like it, just exit out of the post. It's the unfortunate reality of an anonymous online community. If you post something with subjectivity, you need to be ready to face negativity. I do appreciate the comment, though. The awkward cover art alone makes this look not very good. Is it intentionally a B movie, and is that the joke, or is it serious? I will be out of town. This is Michigan or state. I will be buying a ticket. Is it on Letterboxd to be logged? It is only on IMDb. And then it says, is it this one? And he said, it is not. Apparently there are two movies with the same title. Wow. Wouldn't watch this, sorry. No problem. These sorts of movies aren't for everyone. Wow. Imagine being a friend trapped there and needing to tell them how great it was, bro. Let's see your film, Crickets. A2 Meanie Head, more like it. It's an incredible accomplishment. Wow. Was this filmed on an iPhone? He's going to say no. It looks terrible, but I will still watch when it comes out on video. Not one shot in the trailer had any indication that it was filmed in Ann Arbor. Just by a quick glance, I can tell they went to UMich. It looks fun and super cool that you made it. Props to OP for being able to handle criticism. It has a 2000 vibe. Giving something from the early 2000s Disney Channel vibe. Okay. I don't know if that's what he's looking for. Okay.
The pushback was honestly quite brutal, which I guess is to be expected from Reddit. But hey, at least one person from the post bought a ticket. But we finally made it, May 22nd, the day we would officially premiere Hometown Summer and share it with the outside world. 2 years in the making. I had been getting daily ticket sales updates from the theater, and up to a day before the premiere, we had about 100 people bought tickets. And when it came the day of, I didn't even look at the sales report because at this point, whatever was going to happen was going to happen, and I just saw no positives at all in getting numbers in my head leading up to the premiere. So to further take my mind off of things and
did he jerk off? He's like,
remove any pressure whatsoever, I honestly treated the premiere like any other Thursday. I got up at the same time, ate the same breakfast I always eat. You know, I went for a run like I do every Thursday. I had the same...
I go for a run every Thursday.
breakfast I always eat. You know, I went for a run like I do every Thursday. I had the same post-workout meal. You get the point. But before I knew it, it was 6 o'clock. And it was time to make my 3-minute walk to the theater. You know, it's pretty cool having the theater be that close to my apartment. Cast and crew started to show up. We were actually fortunate to have about 80% of the cast and crew in attendance. But then people who I had never met before started to flood the entrance as well. You know, it's really flattering. But then people who I had never met before started to flood the entrance as well. You know, it's really...
What the fuck is he?
But then people who I had never met before started to flood the entrance as well. You know, it's really flattering and really... never met before started to flood the entrance as well. You know, it's really flattering and really grabs at your heart to see a ton of people that you had never met before, have no relationship with whatsoever, to come out and support this movie. It just meant the world to me. I really made every effort possible to go up to everyone who was a complete stranger up to this point and just thank them for showing up.
And it could have been an internet website. It could have been one of them. And it just didn't happen.
Really flew, though.
Really flew, though.
Up to this point and just thank them for showing up. Time really flew, though. The next moment, it was 7:30 and we were ready to premiere. And so I went to the stage and I gave my opening speech, which primarily just...
His pose. He walks out and he like does like a power pose. See, look at this. Oh, God, he looks very cool. Look at that.
And so I went to the stage and I gave my opening speech, which...
What is the pose? It's really good. It's a good pose. I like it. It's a good pose for brothers.
Primarily just thanked everyone again for coming out and for giving a call of support for movie theaters instead of streaming platforms. And then we were off. The movie finally premiered. The actual showing was a roller coaster of emotions. I mean, sitting in the theater watching a movie with an audience that you wrote and directed is, I mean, it's unlike any other feeling I've ever had. I can't even like come up with other experiences I've had in life that I would relate to this. Like you had...
Yeah, because it's a very specific thing. That's why. It wasn't what things. Okay.
Have this whole movie and you have these expectations and you have your favorite lines, your favorite scenes. And, you know, I came to find the same surprise that I found with my first feature that had debuted like 14 months prior, in that a lot of my favorite lines and favorite scenes didn't land with the audience in the way I had hoped. I mean, it's the goal that you like everything in your movie or whatever. I can't say there's anything...
It's the goal that you like everything in your movie or whatever.
Hoped. I mean, it's the goal that you like everything in your movie or whatever. I can't say there's anything that I...
Yeah, Ann Arbor's expensive now, for sure.
Necessarily hate about the movie, but like there were definitely lines or scenes I wouldn't rank it in my favorite, and like a lot of those landed a lot harder with the audience than my favorites. So, you know, just very strange. You know, it's because it's also the first time you're getting real feedback from the audience as well. You know, you kind of get lost in the movie through the whole pre-production when you're writing it and working with the cast members, and then in production when you're actually shooting it, and then you spend equally as much, if not more, time in the editing room, and you have this whole story put together in your head and everything, and then like the exact opposite happens when you go and show it to an actual audience. You know what, it's worth noting that my city is like very much an arts-centered city. The movies they like are art films, or just
art films. Yeah, that's what we like there in Ann Arbor. We just like those art movies.
Other traditional film festival type films, like something that would win at Sundance or Cannes. This movie...
Cannes?
Festival type films, like something that would win at Sundance or Cannes. This movie is very much the polar opposite of those sorts of films. So all things considered, I actually think this movie was received surprisingly well by the audience.
There's a lot of fucking mediocrity in Ann Arbor as well. There is sort of like there's like the sentiment. There's like the sentiment of like, oh, somebody did something locally, we got to support it, that kind of thing. So there is sort of that energy there too.
Audience that was there. But then that 90-minute experience came to a close. The end credits rolled and it was time for Q&A, where I was joined by 4 other members of the cast and crew on stage, and it was the time we had to interact as a group with the audience and field questions and tell stories of the experience. And I actually thought this went really well. It was a ton of fun, and it was so cool to actually meet in a longer setting the audience members who were just sitting there watching the movie. It's something that I didn't do with my first feature that I'm totally going to do with all of my movies going forward. Making a movie is
He's going to be a big, successful director. He's going to make like a thing that's called like Hog, and it'll be called gay. It'll be having quotes. It's called Hog, and then in the quotes, gay.
Super collaborative.
I think he's 26, 25 or 26.
There are just so many working components, so many different people that you get to work with, collaborate with, just share this experience with to get this final product. But also, like when you're showing the movie, that is just as much so a community-driven experience. Seeing this community come together to support this movie and being able to interact with them and have this human connection with them, that was really special to me. With that being said, if there's anything that you're curious about, either with respect to making the movie,
Yeah, anything you're curious about.
the premiere, please feel free to comment below and I'll make sure to get back to you. But all in all, I would consider the night to be a success. The final sales report came in and we did 210 sales, which
210 sales. All right.
all things considered, I mean, 210 people showing up to a non-existing IP original broad.
Non-existing IP. God damn it. My second movie is non-existing IP. You're right. It is technically. It is technically. He's been a full-time poker player for 4 years now.
Comedy with 0 star talent, and on a weeknight, I would say we did quite well, and it actually gives me even more hope about the future of indies and the future of comedy movies at the movie theater. You know, going forward, we're going to have a few more theatrical screenings. We're probably going to take it to the state of Ohio as well.
Whoa, no, you hate Ohio. You hate Ohio State or whatever.
And I submitted
State of Ohio
to a few film festivals, so fingers crossed on that. But if you aren't local,
what are the film festivals
I submitted
called?
to a few film festivals.
Austin Film Festival? Oh my God. Austin Film Festival. They gotta let him in. They gotta let him in so I can see it here. No, I don't think he's gonna get in, to be honest.
Festivals, so fingers crossed on that. But if you aren't local and won't be able to catch the movie in theaters, I've got some great news for you, because you'll be able to catch the movie and the behind-the-scenes making-of documentary well in advance of its release to streaming platforms. And in doing so, you'll actually have the opportunity to be part of the next movie, which I will be filming roughly a year from now, because this fall I'm going to be launching a crowdfunding campaign for my next movie. It'll, of course, be another 2000 style R-rated comedy. And
oh, that's cool. That's great. I'm surprised to see him going in this direction.
And one of the tiers will be getting a pre-release of Hometown Summer, which we just premiered, along with the BTS documentary, along with several other fun and exciting tiers that I am really looking forward to sharing with you. Definitely a ton of things that are not the run-of-the-mill perks in a crowdfunding campaign. I will still be...
This new comedy is going to be called Are You Gay, Bro? Or something like that.
Be committing $30,000 to the next feature, but...
He will still be committing $30,000. Fuck.
The ultimate goal is to work with a much bigger budget so that we can work on a longer production schedule, have a bigger crew, and bring on at least one recognizable face from one of your favorite 2000s comedies to join the cast. I'll definitely keep you updated on this campaign, which I
you bunghole 69
plan to release roughly around the end of September.
Okay, I got you. He has no one interacting with this YouTube channel. Sadly, other than me, you know, I have a decent body, but to my understanding, you got to be really smoking hot if you're a guy and want to make real money. Oh my God, he wants to. Oh, man. How is it that every single time we look at this Reddit account, how does this happen every single time? No, there's not a new fine dining. It's not true, right? This isn't true. There's not a new fine dining, is there? This isn't a new fine dining. Oh, no. And Scottman's got a 25-minute long video. Okay, which one do I have to do first? And it looks like Dr. Don has a new video, and Nate and Tim and the Wild Man have a new video, and I know Mark has a new video. No, Dr. Don doesn't have a new video. He's been busy or something. Nate and Tim and the Wild Man, what do they have? I want to see them back. Wait, what? They don't have anything? They have nothing new? Are they okay? Shit. Okay. Okay. Sumo stew and chuck wagon beans with bannock. Okay, here's this. I wouldn't say Mark is enjoying his new job. I know that it's physically hurting his body. And I wonder if he's gotten paid yet. I don't know if he has. Okay, I don't know if I can do this right now. Okay, let's see how much of this I can get through right now.
We are here in the city of Love, my very first time here in Philadelphia. We are here in the city of brotherly love, my very first time here in Philadelphia, and I'll show you some cool things you can see and do here in this wonderful city. Hey everyone, this is Scott.
You gotta go and you gotta get the sweetest thing you'll ever eat in your entire life here.
The Scott Man, and welcome. Philadelphia is one of the oldest cities here in the United States, been around since before the United States was even founded, and we're standing here.
Wow, okay.
We're in the old city, which of course is where Philadelphia got its start. So we'll be checking out the old city, check out some cool museums you can see and do over here, and then we'll make our way to some other parts of the city as well. So yeah, we'll have a lot to cover this whole weekend. So we're gonna start over here by independent.
See, this is it. This helps you so that when you go there, you don't have to figure out anything. This just tells you. But you shouldn't only go to the Liberty Bell if the line isn't long. That's what we learned.
Independence Hall was originally the Pennsylvania State House, which was built back around 1732, and we can even go on a little guided tour and explore it inside where it all happened.
Inside where it all happened.
A tour and explore it inside where it all happened. Inside Independence Hall is where the Second Continental Congress debated and then later signed the Declaration of Independence.
Wow.
And then later in 1787, the Constitutional Convention debated and then signed the U.S. Constitution. And you can even go into the room where it all happened.
Wow.
Very cool.
Very cool.
And then if you head a little bit to the southwest of Independence Square, we have... And then if you head a little bit to the southwest of Independence Square, we have Washington Square, which is a very nice little park space, which...
Whoa, very nice little park space.
Has lots of beautiful trees, and of course you have a...
Which has a lot of very nice, beautiful park space, which has lots of beautiful trees. I like that.
Nice little park space, which has lots of beautiful trees, and of course you have a memorial to George Washington, as well as the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Wow. Soldiers who have not been named, but played a role in the American Revolutionary War.
You showed a fucking squirrel as he talks about soldiers that have not been named, but who played a role in the American Revolutionary War.
Who have not been named, but played a role in the American...
That's really funny, and then he cuts to a fucking squirrel.
Soldiers who have not been named but played a role in the American Revolutionary War.
Well, that was awesome. So,
Well, that was awesome. Okay. I'll take your word for it, brother. Brother, I'm taking your word for it. I'm taking your word for it, okay, brother?
to the north of Independence Hall, we have the area where you have the Liberty Bell. So ahead and I'll tell you a little bit more about the Liberty Bell.
The Liberty Bell is made of bronze with 70% copper, 25% tin, and the rest with gold.
Tint, 25% tint.
Is made of bronze with 70% copper, 25% tin, and the rest with gold, silver, zinc, arsenic, and lead. So after you head inside through security, you can read more about the history of the bell, and of course, see the Liberty Bell itself.
Wouldn't it be really funny if he got pulled over by security and they took like a gun out of his bag and a whole bunch of DMT and stuff? He had a bunch of pipes for smoking the DMT.
With the full crack and all.
Full crack? It's full of crack also? Damn.
Yeah.
No wonder people want to go to that thing.
Oh, and of course, see the Liberty Bell itself with the full crack and all.
With full of crack.
The bell, and of course, see the Liberty Bell itself with the full crack and all.
These are very incredible experiences.
These are very incredible experiences. These are very incredible experiences.
Full crack and all.
These are very incredible experiences. Yeah, check it.
God, that really took my breath away. I'm never going to be the same anymore. Wow, that really took my breath away. I'll never be the same after that. So next thing we're doing is getting a piece of the Amish pie thing.
Independence
and all.
These are very incredible experiences. So check out Independence Hall and of course the Liberty Bell here. To be honest with you, with the Liberty Bell, it's like if there's a big line to get in, it's not really too worth seeing it.
Oh, there, you're right. Did you know that? Did you know that for real, David G. Jam? Not good, Liberty Bell.
Bell is just a bell with a crack on it, basically. But
okay, Scott man. Come on, Scott man. You of all people can't talk this way about things. You of all people can't talk about things. I know he just said that it was just an incredible experience.
Of course, see the Liberty Bell itself with the full crack and all.
These are very incredible experiences.
Very incredible experiences, and then he just says, "It's not really worth it. Don't worry about it."
Check out Independence Hall and of course the Liberty Bell here. To be honest with you, with the Liberty Bell, it's like if there's a big line to get in, it's not really too worth seeing it because all it is it's just a bell with a crack on it, basically. But
why did you want to see the room? Why did you want to see the room? It's just a room where they signed the Declaration of Independence. It's just a freaking room. You know what I mean? It's just like a room. Like a lot of buildings have rooms in them. You know what I mean? You can go to a lot of different buildings to go in rooms.
There's not much of a line. It's definitely worth checking it out. But you can even see from the outside, although there's no crack visible from the outside, you have to go in to see that. But
God damn it.
The outside, although there's no crack visible from the outside, you have to go in to see that. But Independence Hall, though, it is truly a wonder. I feel like every American has to, at least once in their life, check out Independence Hall because
it's just a room, though. It's just a room, though. It's just a hall. When I walk through the house, I go down the hall to go to the bathroom. Why do I care about the hall there? You know what I mean?
Place of the United States. It's where it all started.
Where what started?
And of course, there's other cool things you can check out here in Old City. Some other different museums as well. And of course, a lot of cool architecture around.
Okay.
And over here, just a couple blocks north of Independence Square, specifically Independence Hall, we have the National Constitution Center.
He walks around the people waiting in line. He's like, it's not even really worth it. You can pretty much see it from outside. You can't see the crack, but you can pretty much see it all. It's not super worth it if the line's long, though.
It's a museum dedicated to the United States Constitution, which of course was signed back at Independence Hall where we were just a little bit ago. So we'll head inside and take a look at some of the cool exhibits they have inside, tell you more about the document representing the United States government today.
Okay.
This museum is a dedication to the United States Constitution, which is the supreme law of the United States.
Yeah, it's being respected highly right now. I wonder if he's willing to weigh in on that.
There are many different exhibits inside here telling the story of the Constitution, as well as all the different amendments, like the First Amendment, where there's some detailed information about the First Amendment, and of course some information regarding... There's some detailed...
Like the First Amendment, where there's some detailed information about the First Amendment.
Information about the First Amendment, and of course some information regarding the American Civil War and how it paved the way for the 13th Amendment, and then also an exhibit on the 19th Amendment, which was granting the women's right to vote in the United States.
Wow.
What a cool museum.
Do you think he's okay with women voting or not? Do you think he'd want to... Do you think he might not want to take a side on that one? I don't know.
A way to learn more about the U.S. Constitution, of course, like the Bill of Rights, and they're great things. So it's like
the Bill of Rights and other great things. Okay.
Constitution, of course, like the Bill of Rights and
other great
things. So it's like just a reminder.
Okay.
It's like Congress cannot pass any law that goes against like the freedom of religion, freedom of speech, etc.
Yeah, that's what's definitely happening. Yeah. It's good to know this stuff because it's being respected highly right now.
That goes against like the freedom of religion, freedom of speech, etc.
He's doing a really weird strut right now.
The freedom of religion, freedom of speech, etc.
That's a good Scott man right there. Oh my God, this is a good Scott man. There's some good Scotsmen in there, I'm telling you right now. You gotta trust me, there's good ones in here.
Bam.
Good Scotsmen in here, I'm telling you. I like that one too. Look at that one.
Freedom of speech, etc.
I am a silly goose.
Which of course there's a lot of stuff going on around these days to where it's like they're trying to suppress
Wait, what?
They're trying to or there's a lot of stuff going on around these days to where it's like they're trying to suppress.
What happened? What happened? He cut his audio. Oh my God, he censored himself. He censored himself.
Days to where it's like they're trying to suppress.
This can't be happening.
Anyway, so yeah, that is very...
What do you mean? What did you cut out, Scottman? What did you cut out of it?
Around these days to where it's like they're trying to suppress.
Yo!
Anyway, so yeah, that is very important, so...
Oh, anyway, so that is very important.
Anyway, so yeah...
What happened here? This can't be real, right? Somebody needs to back this up now. Please. Somebody get this backed up now. No, Scottman's not a chud. Scottman's not a chud, but he's a... I don't know that he's like a full-on Democrat. I think what he said could have changed everything, is what I think the divide would have been healed. And possibly by airing it, he would have eliminated his mission, right? His mission would be gone. His mission would be gone entirely. You know what I'm saying? So the divide would have been healed, it would have been done, and he couldn't make videos anymore. Somebody get the video backed up though, please. Like as soon as possible. I'm looking at you. Maybe fax the president or something. Before he realizes he cut out. I mean, if he really did this intentionally, if he really did this intentionally and still uploaded this video, this is like otherworldly.
To where it's like they're trying to suppress them. Anyway, so yeah, that is very important. So
actually, I can fix this. Hold on.
Around these days, to where it's like they're trying to suppress them. Anyway, that is very important. So
I am getting boner.
I'm getting boner. I need to get fucked.
I need you to get me fucked because I am getting boner.
I am seriously getting boner. Fucking help me get fucked. Fucking help.
I need help because I need to be fucked. I am getting boner. Oh, me.
I have to go CD, or I have to type S. CD Foodie YT DLP, download it. Okay, so I'm grabbing it also right now, in case you're wondering.
Well,
he's a man on a mission. We're gonna miss him. He's a man on a mission. Yes,
he says he did it as a joke.
He's a man on a mission. Can't hug or kiss him. He's a man on a mission.
Are you fucking serious?
He puts his life on hold, goes where it's hot or it's cold, spends night and day with a guy he's barely met. Travels round on a bike, may eat some food he won't like, speaks a language he hopes he won't forget. His faith leads him to work, chance to serve is a perk. Eyes are open for those who are in need. His passion's preaching the word, his focus rarely gets blurred. Hopes for harvest, but okay, just planting a seed. We'll plant a seed. He's on a mission. He's a man on a mission. We're gonna miss him. He's a man on a mission. Yes, he's on a mission. He's a man on a mission. Can't hug or kiss him. He's a man on a mission.
So he says the muted part is actually a joke, so it is supposed to be muted there. I was talking about the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which mentions about free speech, and then I muted myself for several seconds pretending it was me being censored. That's not what that is, Scott, man. You have to, like, put, like, a thing that says, like, censored or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you have to do. You have to, like, make it obvious that it's a joke. Otherwise, it just seems like the video is broken. It's hard to see it as a joke, to be honest.
Anyway, say that is very.
It's too long.
Anyway,
it's too long. It's 4:11. Started at 4:11.
Anyway, say that.
So literally 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds of audio. 10 seconds of audio missing. And that's just supposed to be like a joke. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it should say like censored by YouTube or something. Like he needed to do something to make sure it was a joke.
It is very important.
It's not like he's done this before. It's not like there's any previous precedent set.
Oh. Well, anyway.
Okay, that was funny, man.
We're gonna go check
Thank
out.
you. We laughed. We were all laughing. We were all laughing, so it's not a problem.
Museum here in the Old City. We're gonna go learn more about the American Revolution next.
Okay. Hey, that looks like Eddie Faulkner. Was that Eddie Faulkner? See those little twink legs? Look at that. That looks like Eddie Faulkner legs, right? Is that Eddie? Eddie, is that you? It's Eddie, isn't it? Isn't it Eddie? It's Eddie. There he is. That's gotta be Eddie Faulkner, right? Those sexy little legs? Sexy little twink toes, you know, right? That's gotta be Eddie Faulkner. It's gotta be our guy, right? I think so.
So just over there, that's the Christchurch burial ground, and as we just saw, that is where Benjamin Franklin and his wife are buried. So it's pretty cool that you can see the grave from outside. You can also go.
It's pretty cool that you can see the grave from outside.
His wife are buried. So it's pretty cool that you can see the grave from outside. You can also go inside too. However, there is a fee to go into the cemetery. You can also go inside too. However, there is a fee to go into the cemetery, which to be honest with you, I kind of find that rather strange. It's like, it'd be like me having to pay to get into a cemetery where my ancestors are buried.
Oh, God. Your ancestors are the same as Ben Franklin and his wife. That's really amazing. That's really funny. I really like that. I really like that. Oh, I can't see this celebrity guy? I can't see this celebrity guy? That would be like if I had to pay to see my grandpa's corpse riding.
But it's like, it'd be like me having to pay to get into a cemetery where my ancestors are buried. But
Is Benjamin Franklin your ancestor? He's pretty much his dad, I would guess.
Oh well, but
I gotta get that face, sorry.
But oh well. Yep. Yep.
Humna, 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 boner.
Baya. Yep. Baya. Yep. Baya. Baya. Baya.
All right.
Yep. Baya. Well, but it's cool. Baya. Baya. Oh well, but it's cool that you can see the grave from the outside too.
It's cool that you can see the grave from the outside too. It's cool.
Grave from the outside too.
Okay. The Bourse. Cool grave. You can smell the bones still. You can smell the stinky bones. Stinky, smelly bones are still there. Stinky, oily, stenchy, fetid, crunchy, crusty.
And about a few blocks to the east
Even the graves are closed. Even the graves, they're covered in dirt. They won't even let you climb in there with the bones.
Of Independence Hall, we have the Museum of the American Revolution, which is a very neat museum, which goes...
A neat museum, okay. I just want to be honest and say I'm not super interested in this American history crap. It's just not really doing a lot for me, especially with the things that are happening right now.
in detail about the American Revolution, the American Revolutionary War, which of course was a part of the United States officially becoming a country and breaking away from Great Britain back in the 18th century.
Okay.
Let's go inside and explore.
Inside the museum, it goes into great detail on everything with the American Revolution, including everything which led up to it, like the Boston Massacre, the Boston Tea Party, and many other events. And of course, the Revolutionary War itself, which of course, the
We
American
can't talk about massacres. That's not healing the divide.
is led by George Washington, helped eventually pave the way to our victory against the British. There are all kinds of cool exhibits inside here. It's a great way to learn more about the Revolution.
Wow.
What a cool museum.
Okay, what's wrong with this one now? It's not worth paying to get in there or something. It's not worth whatever.
Great learning more about the American Revolution, especially after basically going to where the Declaration of Independence was signed earlier today.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like all around the old city here in Philadelphia, you got all kinds of very historic buildings, like even this one over there. That's the the first National Bank of the
Do you
United
think he laughs at the gay jokes? Do you think at the squirrel, somebody's like, "Hey, that squirrel's gay," that was there, and then he would say, "Keep it away from my ass." Do you think he would say that?
Very historic buildings, like even this one over there. That's the first National Bank of the United States.
Wow.
Looks like it's undergoing some renovations though, but oh well. What's cool about the old city is you got a lot of historical architecture, cobblestone or brick streets, and it's just really cool.
It's just really cool. Okay. You know, there's a lot of cobblestone in Oaxaca. I don't hear him talking about Oaxaca, how it relates to U.S. independence. I don't know about that. Is that nasty swears on that truck? No.
That's the United States Customs House over there.
The truck should have said gay truck on the side, and then somebody else spray paints, keep it away from your ass. You know what I mean?
That's the United States Customs House.
Oh, is there a protest going on there? I like this Scott, man.
Boner.
There's the United States Customs House over there, and they even have a protest going.
They even have a protest going. He's several years younger than me, too.
Listen to the groove and let your body move. Left, right, left. Get smooth.
Over there. United States Customs House over there, and they even have a protest going on over there.
He's not comfortable with that. Yes, he's like, oh no, I don't want to say anything about it. I don't want to say if it's good or bad. I don't want to say. I just want to say the act of protesting is a foundational right, and it's one of the things that makes America America. Look at this face he's making about the protest. He looks like he's like fucking 90. He turns into like a 90-year-old man when a protest comes out.
And of course, like as we saw at the Constitution Museum, it's like
free speech is important, right?
The freedom of assembly is one of the protected rights under the Bill of Rights of the United States Constitution.
Yeah, and it's being hella respected.
So the old city's one with
Scott, man, go! Scott, man, go! No! Scott, no! Scott, man, go! Scott, man, go! No! Scott, man, go! Get out, Scott! We hope you rot! Get out, Scott. We hope you rot. Get out, Scott. We hope you rot.
Many different areas of Philadelphia, the United States Constitution. So the Old City is one that many different areas of Philadelphia you can check out, but we're gonna head over to Central City next.
As long as they protest in the right way at the right time.
It's a little fun fact. I tried to go here 2 years ago, but the restaurant was closed for the week, so I couldn't go there.
It's one of the best clips in there. One of the most underrated ass clips of all time.
Technically be filming on a different day though, because it's starting to get a little late in the day because I need to go get some dinner. All right, so on to Central City.
No, this is no food.
And it's another day, and we're exploring more parts of the city. So we've moved away from the old city. We're now in Center City, which is like the main heart of downtown Philadelphia. So right behind us is the beautiful City Hall. It is an iconic building here in Philadelphia. Just look how beautiful it is. In fact, we can go inside like a little courtyard within City Hall.
Wow.
Hoomna, 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 hoomna.
Look at all the cum shots happening now.
Hoomna, hoomna, hoomna.
There's so many cum shots happening now.
That was absolutely delicious. What a nice City Hall. It's absolutely historic and beautiful. And just right.
Absolutely historic. Absolutely historic and beautiful.
What a nice City Hall. It's absolutely historic and beautiful. And just right outside, too, you got...
It was a clip. It was another clip, yeah.
A roller rink, and it
looks like you got a roller rink.
Fountains, too.
Even some fountains. Okay.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right, so we're going to head to the northwest, check out some more cool points of interest as we head northwest from the City Hall.
What's up, Dismal Niche? I am back. I am back. I'm still COVID positive, though, so stay away from my coughs, you know? Possible.
Silly me, I forgot to turn on my microphone. But anyway, this is...
Silly me, I forgot to turn on my microphone. That's going in the fucking blooper reel. That's not silly.
Silly me, I forgot to turn on my microphone. But... Silly me, I forgot to turn on my microphone. But anyway, this is Logan Square, which is a very beautiful square located just to the northwest of City Hall. You got all kinds of great buildings around the perimeter. You got the Franklin Institute.
The cool part about this square is all the buildings around the freaking perimeters.
Which is a science museum dedicated to Benjamin Franklin. There's even a statue of Benjamin Franklin inside.
There's even a statue of Benjamin Franklin inside?
The Free Life of Benjamin
Franklin Institute? They even have a statue of him?
There's even a statue of Benjamin Franklin inside. They also have the Free Library of Philadelphia. And on the east side, you have the beautiful cathedral. Let's go inside the cathedral. Yeah, that was really cool. Very beautiful, I have to say.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Very beautiful, I have to say.
Yeah, that was really cool. Very beautiful, I have to say. Okay. So now we'll continue down this road, and this will take us over to the Art Museum. And here we are at an iconic art museum here in Philadelphia. This is the
What? How many people do you think watching this? How many people think how many people do you think watching this video caught the joke that he did and they're like oh, I get it.
And here we are at an iconic art museum here in Philadelphia. This is the Philadelphia Museum of Art. You got all kinds of great art inside with paintings from all over the world, thinking like Monet, Renoir, and a lot of other greats.
Okay.
Well, what it's probably more famously known for is, if you notice the steps are in front of the museum, those are the famous rock.
It's from Rockage, the movie Rockage with Sylvie.
Rocky steps, because if you've ever seen the movie Rocky, which is set here in Philadelphia, Rocky Balboa.
They're the Rocky Steps. Have you ever seen the movie Rocky? Did you know that the Rocky Steps are from there?
Ever seen the movie Rocky, which is set here in Philadelphia? Rocky Balboa, played by Sylvester Stallone, famously ran up these steps and waved his arms way up in the air as he was training to fight Apollo Creed in a big title match toward the end of the movie. As a matter of fact, they even have a Rocky statue commemorating Rocky over there as well.
Cool, man. Okay.
They even have a Rocky statue commemorating Rocky over there as well.
Rocky statue commemorating Rocky.
As a matter of fact, they even have a Rocky statue commemorating Rocky over there as well. All right, so let's go check the statue commemorating Rocky over there as well.
Grand Flow, thank you, Grand Flow. Grand Flow, just like the TV show. They have he just said they have a statue, a Rocky statue commemorating Rocky right there. And this is his smile that he has. I think I want to bite my bar real quick. Just want to take a little bite out of my bar before I bother to hit enter. Okay. Not bad.
All right, so let's go check out the museum.
He runs up to Rocky. The Rocky statue is like, if he's gay, definitely keep him away from your ass. Scottman puts his arm around him and he's like, no homo. This is what we're lacking these days. You know what I mean? We need more. We need more. We need more stuff like this. We need more stuff like this. I keep thinking about how my partner would like literally beat the shit out of me if I started doing it. This was my bit. She's a censorship. I just constantly, every single photo of me with another guy, I keep putting no homo as the caption. It's so bad. I'm also just ripping off Neil Hamburger. The Elton John with a saber-toothed tiger. What do you call it? I don't know, but you might want to keep it away from your ass. I mean, maybe it's probably a Grease Man thing too, but I'm just saying that bit specifically comes from the Neil Hamburger joke. But even when I was somewhat homophobic, I knew that wasn't a good joke. You know what I mean? Like, I've been on that ironic ass wavelength. You know, this goes back to 2003 probably.
Yeah, it's a very cool art museum, I have to say. It's like if you're a true art aficionado, you could easily spend hours in there.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
If you're a true art aficionado, yeah, it's a very cool art museum, I have to say. It's like if you're a true art aficionado, you could easily spend...
Do you remember the story? Do you remember this? one of us asked him if we could buy his Scottman 895 hat or whatever that he used to wear more often. And he said that he got into a disagreement or something with the person who originally made it for him. And to this day, like, obviously no one knows what happened. But that was one of the most amazing, surprising Scottman comments. Because someone was like, "Hey, Scottman, can you make more of those hats?" And he's like, the sad news is that I no longer get along with the person who created the hat or something. I'm wondering, do you think maybe Scottman made too many homophobic jokes and then that guy didn't respect Scottman?
We can't get angry over food.
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure which it is, you know. I'm not really sure, you know.
And hours in there. And definitely glad I got my pictures here by this rocky.
You know what? I saw a Monet. I saw some Monets at Palacio de Bellas Artes, where he went also. Did you know that? I saw some of the same art that he did. I'm not kidding right now. I went to Palacio de Bellas Artes and it was free on Sunday. It was too expensive. I mean, it had too many people in it.
So what you and I did is there's like a line for it now.
Oh.
So now we just go down the rocky steps and
down the steps.
Line for it now. So now we're just go down the rocky steps and we're headed to our next point of interest. There's a really cool site we're gonna be checking out next. So we're gonna head over that way now.
Oh. I stayed at an Airbnb that was like right there, I think. I think it was right over here. I think it was right over here in 2021. I'm a loser-ass DEI comedian. You're goddamn right.
And here we are in an iconic site here in Philadelphia. This is
I
the
can't
Eastern...
stop laughing at the idea of Scottman going up to the Rocky statue and putting his arm around it and saying, "No homo." God, it's so fucking funny. And then somebody would say like, "Scottman, why did you do that?" And he'd be like, "I was doing a joke. I was doing a joke." It was actually a joke at that point.
State Penitentiary. It is a very famous, or you could say infamous, prison. One of the largest and most expensive here in Philadelphia. So it was
cool, man. Cool, man. I'm so happy you're going to a prison again.
It's really cool is that you can go inside and go on a tour in there, or like a self-guided audio tour, so you can learn more about it.
Watch out!
I don't think they allow video inside, so I'll just share some
Watch out!
Pictures and tell you a little bit more about it in a voiceover.
Eastern State Penitentiary was once the most famous and expensive prison in all of the United States, and was even considered to be
What is this music?
the first true penitentiary. So head inside, and it was even considered to be the first true penitentiary. So head inside, and State Penitentiary.
I'll just share some pictures and tell you a little bit more about it in a voiceover.
The Eastern State Penitentiary was once the most famous and expensive prison in all of the United States, and was even considered to be the first true penitentiary.
Wow.
So head inside and you can see the remains of what the prison looks like today. And there's even one cell too where they totally revitalized it to make it look like how it did back in the day. And there's other different quarters you can explore on the audio tour, and some areas are gated off, but you can peek through some of the holes and see some of the abandoned corridors. And as a matter of fact, in here you can even see the cell which Scarface Al Capone even stayed in.
Scarface Al Capone.
You can even see the cell which Scarface Al Capone even stayed in.
Yeah, that was really something though. They even say that the prison's even haunted too, because it closed down like in the early 1970s, and most of it's pretty much abandoned, pretty much.
Oh, it's haunted because it was closed. Okay. That's how hauntings work. When a business goes out of business, it gets haunted because it's not open anymore.
1970s, and most of it was pretty much abandoned.
Or no, maybe it's just things that closed in the 1970s are haunted. He said people say it's haunted because it closed down in the early 1970s.
1970s, and most of it's pretty much abandoned, pretty much. But there are some areas where they did restore it, so it gives you a good idea of what it looked like.
Okay, this is just really flawless commentary here, Scott, man. I'm not...
Restored, so it... But there are some areas where it's haunted, too, because it closed down like in the early 1970s, and most of it's pretty much abandoned, pretty much. But there are some areas where they did restore it, so it gives you a good idea of what it looked like back when it was open. Yeah, definitely a must-see attraction here in Philadelphia. So for...
Scott, man. Scott.
I would say the remainder of the video, we're pretty much done checking out museums, but I'm going to check out some different neighborhoods around the area. So the first one is we're going to be basically heading across the Schuylkill River and head over really quick to where the University of Pennsylvania is located.
Oh, you had to really get that out fast at the end.
To where the University of Pennsylvania is located.
So fast how he said that.
To the University of Pennsylvania is located.
From wife and son tonight, I'm gonna kiss my son.
All right, so we've made to the other side of the Schuylkill River, and we are over in University City, home of University of Pennsylvania, which is one of the Ivy League schools. So far, it looks like a pretty cool area.
Why did he start walking so fast?
So far, it looks like a pretty cool area.
What happened, Scott, man?
One of the Ivy League schools. So far, it looks like a pretty cool area. One of the Ivy League schools. So far, it looks like a pretty cool area. The Ivy League schools. So far, it looks like a pretty cool area.
I'd hate to see another frickin' protest. You know, it's like, do it at the right time, you know? If you're gonna protest, do it the right way, okay? Do it the right way. You know? Do it the right way. Show respects, okay? Show respect to the hands that feed you, okay, buddy? Excuse me, don't just go flopping around. Don't just go tugging your sexually, you know?
All right, so that was University City. Got to walk around the University of Pennsylvania, and even
why do you show the university campuses? I don't. He thinks that this was the same thing he did in Huntsville, Texas. Remember this? He walked around the campus where Sam Houston was buried or whatever on campus, and he's like, you definitely got to go walk around the campus. It's like, I'm 40 years old. I don't need to walk around the campus unless my partner's there, you know, doing like a fucking, you know, guest lecture or some shit, you know. I don't need to walk around the campus. I can just go to Old Sparky. I can just go to the prison museum and I can tug my pud there, you know.
Nearby Drexel University, which is just to the north of it. So it's one way to feel like you're attending an Ivy League school without actually going to one. Kind of thought the same thing when I walked around Harvard several years ago, or like almost a decade ago during one of my trips to Boston.
Okay,
all right,
cool.
So next we're walking back across the Schuylkill River, and we're going to go...
The Skull Crew River.
Next, we're walking back across the Schuylkill River, and we're going to go explore near like Rittenhouse Square.
Can you imagine if Food Man saw this? If Food Man saw that, he would go to the police with it. He would seriously go to the police with it and tell them that he now had proof of a hacker removing his his likes and views. I mean, he would literally go to the police with it. He would be like, I got him.
It's just to the southwest of
Sorry, Mochi. Mochi went to daycare today. She was a good girl today.
main part of Central City.
There's Gerby or whatever his name is. Gerby, that mascot. What's his name? Gerby? Gerbly? Gurgle? Grando? You think it's Grando? It could be Grando. I agree. Irish pub.
And this is Rittenhouse Square. Nice little public square here. Lots of beautiful trees. You can see some different sculptures, and you can see some performers here too, which is really nice. All right, so this is one of the many cool areas you can check out here in Philadelphia.
Okay.
All right, so coming up next, we're gonna head over to South Philadelphia, check out some cool sites over there.
Okay, fine, whatever. You know, he does a lot of he does a lot of saxophone music. I wonder if he would like. I was in the wrong key. I sent this to my dad. He really liked it. I mean, I agree. I'd love to hear a real cover of it, you know.
From anybody's junk jar, the ball. 1, 1, 3. Round 1.
From anybody's junk jar.
Throw your hands up. Time to get smooth. Get smooth. Get smooth.
How is it that like the best song that we heard from one of these freaks is that? And that's from now, what, 3.5 years ago or something? 4 years ago, possibly? No, it's not 4 years ago. I think it's 2022, probably 2023, maybe. All right, all right, all right. Everybody dance, throw your hands up. It's time to get smooth. It's smooth. It's smooth. Yeah, she's a foodie. I mean, foodie is not a, as we know, it's sort of just a title that, it's sort of a blanket title that just sort of applies to a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? No, she's not in the Steve Network, but she is somebody like she's now embedded in our network. You know, at this point. But what can I say? You know, it's from GoldenNetwork.tv. It's true. It's true. Which I guess to me, I found on YKS. I found on YKS. I really love my wife, and I also love son. I wanna kiss them both 'cause they. Why am I watching this one when he did an ultimate food guide to Philadelphia? He did an ultimate food guide to Philadelphia, which was 3 days ago, and that's also 25 minutes long. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I'm just gonna take us straight to hell right now. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not gonna finish that video right now.
Hey, Drew, what is dinamitas? Woo! Hey, 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 Drew, what is dinamitas? Woo!
A dynamite!
Uh-oh.
Hey, 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 Drew, hey, 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 Drew, hey, 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 Drew, what is dinamitas?
Yo.
Woo!
Yo.
A dynamite!
Uh-oh.
I regret the question. Her name was Jenny. She was a food girl with yellow lace hat on her head. True front diner, born and bred. She did food reviews and loved sriracha. And while she was a YouTube star, Drew was never very far. Across their cheap ass set, they sang the worst duets. They were old and they had each other and subscribed to Film Threat. They loved Doritos. Those tried Dinamitas.
Dinamitos.
The hot mustard sticks can't be beat us. They ate Doritos.
Is this a cover of Star Wars Cantina by Weird Al? Weird Al's.
Las Dinamitas. New food and snacking, the chip bar ransacking Dinamitas. They fell in love.
I don't actually know. Is that song by Weird Allen? Is that a style parody or is that a direct cover? I don't know. I actually don't know. Oh, it's Barry Manilow. Okay, I don't know. I only know that song from Weird Allen.
Dinamitas with Norman Reedus. Sure hope they don't get diabetes. Ate Doritos.
Making a diabetes joke in a Doritos video? A savory Doritos video.
Las Dinamitas. Lips always smacking, they will not stop yakking. Dinamitas.
Well, they messed that up.
They fell in love. Las Dinamitas. Anthony Kiedis. Wearing Adidas. Don't mess with the Jesus.
You know, I just want to go out on a limb here and say that that wasn't good. which is weird. They usually are so good at this crap, you know? And to hear that wasn't super good, it really, it hurts.
Hi, welcome to Fine Dining. I'm Jen.
And I'm Drew. Today we're going to try something new and let you know whether the dining is fine.
She's wearing the overalls thing again.
Fine or should be left behind.
And Drew's wearing the same shirt and beanie again.
So what's on the menu?
So today we have...
She doesn't look as old. She doesn't look as old when she's wearing this sort of Mario outfit. You know what I mean? She looks a little bit younger, I think. You know? Drew's not doing great. Drew's outfit isn't really helping him. But her outfit, pretty big thumbs up from me, you know?
Doritos Dinamita sticks.
We never tried those.
No homo, okay? Jen looks real good. No homo, okay?
People of the world, stand up, believe you can make a change. Save the children, stop the hurt, and end all the pain. Celebrate a new day, make a world full of peace. We are singing, we are dancing in the street. All over the
That guy, I don't even know how to find his channel again. It's so fucking funny that we just have him doing the intro to This Is How You Remind Me. Ooh, by Nickelbacks.
Before.
Right. In hot... Was it hot?
And it is hot.
Was it hot?
And it is hot.
I don't know.
Hot honey mustard flavor. So yeah, we've never had any variety of these.
Wow.
They look like
So this is sort of like an older style camera angle.
those little tiny potato sticks.
Oh yeah, he did some collabs with Brian Drums, didn't he? Yes, that's how we found him.
Yeah, they're
And then we also found that the Star Wars drummer, the Darth Vader drummer guy. I didn't like him as much. He's not so good, but
they're
They
enticing
used
like
to
the
come in a can.
like a fat version.
Those
they didn't-
sticks.
Yeah, they're
They
enticing
used
like
to
the
come in a can.
sorry there, Drew. You just got completely cut off.
Potato sticks.
Yeah, they're
They
enticing
used
like
to
the
come in a can.
like a fat version of those or a slightly smaller version of the Andy Cap.
Oh yeah.
Brian's
Yeah, they do look like that. Actually, they're more.
Yeah.
Andy Cap.
Oh yeah.
Brian's
Yeah, they do look like that.
Yeah.
smaller version of the Andy Cap.
Oh yeah.
Brian's
Yeah, they do look like that. Actually,
Yeah.
version of the Andy Cap.
oh yeah.
Brian's
Yeah, they do look like that. Actually, they're more like the shape of the handicap fries.
Yeah, both of those are
Yeah,
of
they
the
do look like that.
handicap
Actually,
fries.
they're more like the shape of the handicap fries.
Yeah, both of
I
those,
feel like this is getting more of 2000 comedy vibes, right? With the handicap fries.
those are good shakes.
Okay.
Who doesn't like a dehydrated French fry?
I'm gonna have a smell.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah.
Vinegar.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
With the mustard thing.
Yeah, hot honey mustard.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the mustard thing.
Yeah, hot honey mustard.
I'm gonna get this Drew shot here real quick. He looks really good. He's looking healthy. He's looking healthy and happy. Drew's just looking good. You know what I mean? He's always looking good.
Okay. Do you want to just dig in?
Yeah, Dinamitas are Doritos versions of. I think they made them to compete with Takis, even though they're not the same shape.
No, they're not the same shape at all.
It's weird. It's not the right shape.
In fact, they
Ew. I love those kinds of references. It makes me crack up or whatever. Crap.
don't even look like they're the same texture.
They don't. I could be wrong.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's give it a taste.
Let's give it a taste.
Humna, 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 boner.
They're kind of short.
Yeah.
I took two. What an animal.
Ha ha. Hee hee hee.
Yeah, they're flavorful.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Got
I'm not
some
even going to
punch?
count the chews. That didn't seem like an exorbitant number of chews, to be honest. So I'm just going to let Drew have that one.
Yeah. It has almost like the little flecks in there, like the way a whole grain honey mustard would have.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? But of
That's funny. That's funny to reference just the thing that's out there, you know? That's funny.
course.
It's got a little heat too. It's definitely more of the
tangy
mustard, tangy more than sweet. It's
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Zingy, tangy, not so sweet, but quite good.
It's funny, but the first word you said when you smelled it was tangy, and that is exactly what I taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're tangy.
Delightfully tangy, yet robust.
They
keep referencing stuff, you two. Just keep putting in more references. Get as many as you can into this.
Remind me a little of the
Poon. The Poon flavored pea snacks.
mustard Doritos.
Oh yeah,
that came out.
Those were wonderful. Maybe we'll review them one day.
Yeah, those.
Oh shit, it's the same! What the hell?
It's so good. God damn it. I mean, we've seen that 10,000 times, but it's been a while, and I really do appreciate that edit. I really do appreciate it because it's funny. It makes me laugh, okay? It makes me laugh when he says, holy shit, it's the same. You know, and it's to twins, you know?
Mustard Doritos, those were. Did they have the word Chinese on there?
No, but it
No, but it
like,
tasted like Chinese.
it tastes like the
Do
Chinese.
those have the word Chinese?
I think it was called tangy hot mustard.
I don't remember what he was reacting to anymore. Only Facts the President probably remembers.
Something like that.
Right.
So
oh,
this
no. I remember what it was. It was when he was watching Jim Carrey doing impressions. I believe it was somebody doing an impression. Yeah, and he was just comparing it to the thing, right? He was comparing it to the picture of the guy that was doing the impression. He said, holy shit, it's the same. That's what it was.
kind of reminds me of that, except for
This
it's a
is
little less Chinese. Yeah, it's a little less spicy.
Right. Like the other one had that major horseradishy thing where you got a little scared it was going to burn you. It never did, but this is definitely less burn and heat.
Mm-hmm. But definitely the tang is there. If you like a tangy honey mustard type thing, you'll like these.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I say that. If you like a tangy honey mustard type thing, you'll like these as long as you like the texture too, which we should also talk about. But let's give it a rating first.
I like the texture. Okay, rating.
Okay.
Rating.
Great.
I'm going to rate it
Come on. Give us a rating.
an 8.
8. I'll go with 8 in total.
Oh, it was the Jack Nicholson impression. You're right about that. And he just said, holy shit, it's the same.
Really cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
These are solid. I'd eat them again. Let's talk about the texture.
Okay, so the texture has that dehydrated thing a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like those.
Handicap fries.
Well, yeah, I guess those do have it a little bit. I guess those do have it. Handicap fries might be a good example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Another thing that has it is the. We reviewed some ketchup, some Asian ketchup-y fries from those Asian store.
Yeah.
Oishi or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, Drew? What did you say, Drew?
Fries from those Asian store. Oishi or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those.
Yeah.
Asian store. Oishi or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice data moshing there. Nice. Nice. Look what they did. Look at that. That's nice. Look at that, Jen. Look what Jen did to herself. She's got like a sort of hilter stash. Look at them. They look good. Fuck, they look good. Look at that. Look at, they're busted. I caught them. I freaking caught them. I caught them after they did this crap. And now they're busted open. Wide open. Like a pig.
It reminds me of those.
Yeah. They're like light and crispy.
Actually, you know, it's funny, but if you didn't tell me that this was made by Doritos, I wouldn't think Doritos.
No, I would think it's kind of the thing we'd get from the Asian store.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it doesn't scream Doritos.
Aren't we just always eating Doritos?
I like it, though.
Yeah. Basically,
That's funny.
If you see the word hot honey mustard and that entices you, there's a good chance you're going to like these. And if you don't like hot honey mustard, then it's not going to be your thing.
Right. But if it's not your thing, they do have other flavors.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
They have a spicy queso one, I think.
Yeah.
Spicy queso. Queso. I love queso. Queso's good.
They do have other flavors.
Yeah.
Right.
They have a spicy queso one, I think.
Yeah.
Spicy queso. It's good to have. I like queso's good. Queso's real good.
And I feel like maybe another one. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I think there's one that's like a Taki.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's where you got the idea that they were trying to be like taco. Maybe that's where you got the idea that they were trying to be like taco. Okay, well, maybe that's where you got the idea that they were trying to be like taco. That they were trying to be like taco. That they were trying to be like taco.
It's gonna keep eating them.
I don't know.
Just gonna keep eating them. He's on number 2. He's on number 2. Shit, I guess I'm just gonna keep eating these, huh? Eating a number 2 of them.
What those are. Oh, like so many snacks that we try. This definitely has the could keep on eating them vibe.
Yeah, whatever they put in there is magic and makes me want to devour the entire thing.
It does.
Okay.
Which sometimes when things are hot and spicy, they don't. Like they have that effect of like Takis themselves. Like sometimes it's like, okay, I got my flaming hot hit, like I'm good, but
It's like built-in portion control.
Right.
Yeah.
This has no.
Jen, isn't it interesting that Jen's the hot sauce queen and Drew's like a twink. He won't touch it. He won't even frickin' touch it or whatever.
Built-in portion control.
Oh, I'm sick of these.
Other portions.
What'd you
This
say,
has
Jen?
no built-in portion control.
Oh, I'm sick of these.
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 Other portions I shall withhold.
Hello, everyone. Chucky's holding the thing, and there goes JJ, and boom.
Oh my God, they're doing Boom Goes the Dynamite now. Wow, this is a funny reference.
Chucky's holding the thing, and there goes JJ, and boom goes the dynamite. Rounding it out with Finn. No, wait, fine. Whoa, Finn.
$334 comments and 321 views. Okay. Whatever, I guess. Whatever. Mark will save us. You're right. Mark is going to save us. Yeah, I don't want to watch the rest of that one because there's no food in it. I thought he was doing like his tour thing where he did food and stuff, but he's sticking to the formula.
Greetings, one. Greetings, one and all. How's everyone doing? I hope very well.
Continuing on with our one-pot meal. Last week it was butter chicken. Tonight I'm making sumo stew, or it's also called chonko.
Chonko nabi, baby.
Sumo stew, or it's also called chonko.
Poor Mark. Poor Mark just makes this face in the middle of shooting a video and it's just left in here. Oh my God, Mark. Oh my God, Mark. God damn it. Oh man, this is funny. It make me laughy.
Or I've also heard it called chonko nabe. I think nabe means hot pot, so basically it's a big pot of vegetable beef stew with an Asian theme. I made it once before. It was really good. I put chicken meatballs in mine, but I'm gonna put some beef in mine this time. So
Okay, cool, man.
she changed.
So you know what? Something I was gonna mention that I forgot to mention in the Discord, but he's one of these people that he has started saying that chicken thighs cost more than chicken breasts now, and he now quotes it as if it's nationwide, and it's not the case here. And I did a little bit of research, and they're not technically more expensive than chicken breasts, but like he literally goes to one grocery store, Winco or whatever, and then proceeds to respond to people on the internet and say, like, as if it's this incontrovertible fact that now chicken thighs are more expensive than chicken breasts. And it's so indicative of like everything he knows or does. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. I heard about a guy who did this, therefore everyone does this, etc. kind of shit.
But it should be quite good. So let's get to it.
Okay.
So they had this at the Asian market. It's peeled garlic.
Wow.
$3.20. I got the smallest one they had.
Wow.
But I don't have to do any peeling this way.
Yes, that's true. When you get the peeled garlic, you don't have to peel it. That's on point.
So I'm going to be making pasta tomorrow, so...
Wow.
Start getting this chopped up.
I'm also going to be making the pasta tomorrow?
Be making pasta tomorrow, so...
Okay.
Start getting this chopped up. Which I'll chop the bulk of this off camera. Here's my Dutch oven. Again. I put my garlic in.
Garlic.
Oven. Again. I put my garlic in.
Put my garlic in.
Just a little olive oil to get things.
What do you think he would say to Matt Stone and Trey Parker if he ever met them? He'd be like, dude, you guys are awesome, dude.
Cooking. I'm gonna add some beef stock. Gonna do probably about 3 cups, I think. Okay, so we've got a carrot here and a daikon radish. Just cut off the other side, peel them. I already peeled the carrots, so we'll just trim those ends off.
Zanahoria para ti. Zanahoria para ti.
How big you want them is kind of up to you. I'm just going to do them in quarters.
I went to the tostadas in the Coyoacan market. I went to the tostadas place that Scottman went to, and they were about $2 US a piece, and they were very large, very good, very yummy, is what I would say. I would certainly say very yummy. I would not be complaining about them. Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, you killed Kenny. No homo. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is.
How big you want them is kind of up to you. I'm just gonna do them in quarters.
To the bedroom.
The carrot too. We'll just.
Get these in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring those up to a boil and cook for a bit. So I will be back. It's boiling along nicely. Cooking my daikon and my carrots up, and the smell in here with the garlic and the stock is
delicious.
It's making me hungry.
It's making me hungry. The food I'm going to eat is making me hungry.
All right, so this is Napa cabbage, and I'm gonna pull a few leaves off, get them prepped and ready. These are gonna cook super quick, so just want to get the daikon and the lettuce, or the daikon and carrot jelly. All right, a quick wash in the sink. There's really no need to dry them since it's going into liquid, so.
I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. I don't hate it. I love when I smell food while I'm cooking it. I freaking love it, to be honest. That's one of my favorite parts of cooking is the smell of the food while I'm cooking it. You know what I mean? I love that kind of experience. That kind of experience is awesome for me. One of my favorite things that I do.
Get these prepped up. All right, so these are enoki mushrooms. Pull a big clump of these out. I'm just gonna hack off the.
No, COVID left me alone. COVID always leaves me alone because God punished me already. Okay? God took it. God took me every part. God took all the parts of me that involve smell. You know what I mean? So what I've got is just shit now, you know? I went to the Chinampas. Do you know about this? You know about the Chinampas? This presumably poor man with his, this poor farmer with his, like, granddaughter and daughter took us on a kayak. Took us through the farms. I tried to heal the divide. Yeah, I mean the farmers really wanted to talk, and I had some pulque. I had some pulque from a real guy, from a real stall guy, and I had fresh wheat lacoche, real fresh, like fresh from the fucking farm in a quesadilla, and that was cum. That was frickin' cum. That was frickin' cum. I'm telling you right now. I can't tell you what my C mode joke is yet. I can't tell you what it is. It's not even a joke. I just have just a little bit that I worked in there where I get confused about something that happens, and then it involves that setting, which which you asked me about.
Dirty M's. I just want to check the.
I mean, I could show you if you want to know more about it. You know.
Yeah, these have more to cook. Getting there, but a little bit more. So while this cooks, we're gonna add a little bit of soy sauce.
Mm-hmm. His pro editor friend is kicking ass. That guy's kicking ass, and he's driving tons of traffic to his channel, so it's definitely a win-win. You know what I mean?
And I've got some sesame oil, but I'm gonna put that last.
I mean, I'm guessing he feels even more obligated than usual. Like if this guy puts out 25-minute long toilet videos where he's just like talking to a toilet or whatever, you know, Mark has to sit and watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because this guy's editing his videos. And then when this guy does like, he's trimming his leg, you know what I mean? Oh, Mark has to sit there while he trims his leg for 45 minutes. You know what I mean? That's what he has to do. And he has to do this every night now. You know, listen, we've talked about this constantly, but he's an outdoorsman, and 11 years ago, he refused to go with his ex to Montana as an outdoorsman because he wanted to stay here so he could take care of his parents. And now, like, once a week, at least, he posts on Reddit that his greatest fear is that since no one checks up on him, that he's going to fall on the floor and die there because no one checks on him and no one comes to see him or anything. And I just keep thinking about, like, all these decisions that have been made that led him to this point, you know? Like, he could be with Bay in Montana right now, and he'd probably have a job. He'd probably be like a park ranger or some shit. And instead he stayed in Seattle where he's too scared to leave. He now can't even walk. And his primary fear is that he will fall on the floor and just die there because he has no friends and no one is interested in him at all.
And we're gonna put just a little salt in there too. And not much else for seasoning, really. Okay, all that garlic in there. Plus, you season the stock when they cook it, so.
What he needs is a Discord community. Because the people in my Discord, if I didn't check in for a day or something, you know what I mean, they'd call the fire department. And that's what keeps me safe, you know what I mean? And my dog would probably help me, you know what I mean? My dog would probably help my ass out. Good girl. There's not a lot of fireworks going on right now. Not a lot of fireworks.
Chuck and Cheese! Okay.
That didn't make her go more. Sorry.
I almost forgot. The king of flavor.
The king of flavor, MSB.
Well, MSG. I don't know about that much.
I just don't, there was a time in my life where fireworks were like, honestly, like the coolest thing on earth. Like the thought of like going to another state to get them, I just would come so hard at the thought of having them. And then at some point, I don't know, I just realized how repetitive they are. Like there's just not, it's like, okay, something exploded and exploded again, exploded again, exploded again, exploded again. I mean, even the shows, there's not, like, obviously there's an art form to it and you can have a show be better than a show with, the mortars and shit. But it's still, they just blow up, it just goes off and it makes a familiar shape. And some of the colors are a little different. Yeah, it's just something just switched. And I was just like, you know what? There's just not there's not like any depth to them. There's not, I don't know. It's not really even that exciting. I used to look forward to it in my hometown because we always had a fireworks display in my hometown of Cassidy. Every 4th of July, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is. Every single time, it's the cum shot, right? I mean, that's what it is. It's like you're masturbating for 45 minutes straight, and every time you pump, you cum, right? So it's like, oh, like you just do that for like fucking. You just do that for like fucking. You do that for 30. No, I didn't. I never went to Bay City. I never went to Bay City because we had them in Cass City. Like that's just what it was. You know, we just sit in the yard, sit at my grandparents' house, which isn't even their house anymore. They literally are dead. They don't even live anymore. My grandparents don't even live anymore. They literally don't even live anymore. My grandparents. It's just. So they're not there for the fireworks show anymore. They're watching it from heaven. You know?
The radish and the carrots have poked clean through, so here's my gnocchi mushrooms and my cabbage. Yeah, I just dump it right in.
Cool, man.
It does work.
I think if I had to live somewhere in the Tri-Cities, I think I'd probably prefer Bay City now. I don't think I'd ever want to live in Midland because Midland is too bizarre. Saginaw doesn't really have any development. I don't know, maybe they do now. But then Bay City like actually has like a developed waterfront and stuff. And I've always been surprised about they're rebuilding the bridge or something, right? I mean there's like some nice, little wine bars and stuff. In Bay City. I feel like if I had to live in the Tri-City, I think it would be Bay City now. I really do think that's where it would be. What can I tell you? I just think that's where it would be, but
surprisingly.
Instead, I'm going to live in Oklahoma City,
Screw those in, because they'll cook in the broth.
Oh, wait. A private entity bought the bridges? And they charge people to use them? Holy fuck, you gotta be kidding me. That's not possible, right? That's not possible, right? You can't just sell the bridges to a private entity, can you? Who decided to do that? Oh my god. That's such a fucking nightmare because you literally can't get around the city. You can't get around the city without the bridges. Oh, it's cameras that just send you a bill? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I'm assuming locals really like that. I assume they really enjoy it.
I'm not gonna put this big white piece in there.
Oh,
get rid of that. And now, to finish this off, while I finish this cooking, I've got that.
This is the healthiest thing he's made in a while.
This is what is the camera gonna show? It's a beef chuck eye for hot
half pound
pot. It's very thin.
He's doing chanko nabi again.
Sliced steak. When I say thin, like it's this thick. It is super thin.
Wow.
I might even bring the temperature up just a bit. I'm just gonna throw it right in there raw because the hot broth and heat is gonna cook the steak in literally seconds.
Well, it's one pot meals for one pot weekend or whatever.
You can buy the same stuff if you make ramen, which I'll probably do tomorrow for lunch. Ramen with roasted vegetables. Now, unfortunately, the cabbage cooled down the broth.
I don't know that I have hot pot steak at HEB. I'm not even going to have HEB much longer. I mean, I will have it for another 6 months. 5. God damn it. Fuck. Do I really have 5? Wait, how many months are there in a year? 12? So my 7 plus 5 is 12? Jesus Christ, I'm fucking 5 months away from moving? Fuck. I don't want to move again in 5 months. Shit. Fuck. I want to... But you know what? I'm tired of Texas also. While I'm going to seek asylum in Oklahoma, which is fucked up, but at least my partner has a job. At least my partner actually has a job. At least she's actually going to be a professor. Associate professor or whatever. At OU. So that's better. That's better than just being a postdoc that is just meant to be shitted upon, and peed at.
I should have actually brought it up to a little bit of simmer first, but it's all right. It will.
I'm just freaking horse care. I just take care of horse and write songs. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I got going for me.
Still come out. Just letting that do its thing. Get my bowl ready. Alright, she is done. Now I'm gonna add some sesame oil. You add this at the end because it's a flavoring.
I'm definitely looking forward to what's it called? I'm looking forward to the summers being 10 to 15 degrees cooler than they are here. Because I'm fine with fucking 90s now. I'm fine with fucking 90s, 95, whatever. That's fine. I don't necessarily want 5 months of 110 degrees every day. Tell me about the joysticks you're selling, other Eric. I bought a what did I buy on Etsy? I bought one of those 3D printed grip units for my Retroid Pocket 5. Retroid Pocket 5, because it was very uncomfortable to touch my hands to the existing one. But now I got a comfortable thing from Etsy. So now, it's like Etsy. I'm like, wow, now Etsy's good. You started selling joysticks to the Retroid Pocket 5 also? Shit. That's cool. Well, the Retroid Pocket 5, I got it before I don't even know what the status is of the tariffs. I don't know. Are there tariffs? Excuse me. Are there tariffs? I don't even know. I don't even know what they're called, But anyway, I got a Retroid Pocket 5 right before it was my 40th birthday present to myself. And, while I had COVID in Oaxaca, I just played Pikmin. And that's it. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me was I played Retroid Pocket 5. I played Pikmin in Oaxaca because I just had COVID and I just spent all my time there. That's what I did there. I mean, they're just like they mount to the existing joysticks on there or what? Or are they just replacements? I've never played Pikmin, I didn't even realize it was 2001 when it came out, but it's just reality. The caps pop off. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I don't mind pulling on my caps. No cap, you know what I
mean? If you put it in too early, it cooks out all the flavors. So
they need to make a joystick for my condom, because I can't steer the condom on to my... You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how are you supposed to get a condom on if you don't have a joystick? The problem is, Jordan, that I can't get as many people here. And then if I game, the problem is that I like to have my evenings. I don't know how to deal with it. If I had better time management skills, then I wouldn't need to work at all in the evening. But it's hard to do all the things I need to do, like practice guitar, vocal lessons, walk the dog, exercise, do all that shit, lift weights, all this crap, do all that and get some work done during the day. Like, I don't know how people do it. So that's been happening to me. And then it's like, then when the evening comes around, I'm like, okay, well, depending on what kind of work I want to do, I might want to get a little bit of ganga flowing and then start mixing some songs, And you see what I'm getting at? And that just has to happen in the evening,
Point. Now I've already killed the heat, or killed the burner. Let's scoot this off the hot
Don't kill the burner.
coils. And we'll get this dished up. Now this would be a great meal to have on like a nice cool winter day. Good way to use up like leftover vegetables if you have any.
Okay.
You don't have to put it in daikon. You don't have to.
How much did you pay for them, though, internet website? Did you get them at the discount price, or did you pay full price?
Put in cabbage, but you can put it in if you want. I've also put ramen in here.
I mean, I got my woozoos on me down here. My woozoo's always going on me. You know? Woozoo's right down here. Woozoo's blasted me. It's fucking blasted me. Woozoo's got me going, ah! Ah! That's sort of a Ganga inspired noise or whatever. I don't know. That's sort of when when you take a hit of the Ganga and you go, ah! You take a hit of the Ganga and you go, ah! No homo. Ah! And that's what we need back. We need that back in our comedies. You know what I mean?
So, see, I already almost did a full bowl and I just got a little bit left, so.
Our comedies are missing this. Our comedies are missing this. Our comedies have omitted this. Our comedies have made this simple mistake of omitting this. You know what I'm saying?
Let's taste it. So I got my chopsticks.
Cool,
I
man.
can actually use chopsticks, although I do admit I'm not great at it.
Although I could actually use.
Chopsticks. I can actually use chopsticks.
I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this joystick situation. Are these just aesthetically approving? Are these just aesthetically appealing joysticks, or are these functionally? Do they have pragmatic benefits?
I do admit I'm not great at it. Got a piece of radish.
Wow.
Got a piece of radish.
What went in your mouth there, Mark? Oh, it's one of the mushrooms. Ooh, that's kind of a cute alien ass sort of Mark. Look at that with that creature hanging out of his mouth. It looks like an alien tentacle. Tentacle. Whoa! They're functionally different. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. The Costco one had the Costco cashier has fans. That's cool. That's cool if the cashier is so good that she has fans.
Can let it cool down just a bit. At least.
I mean, yeah. Do you have the Sibian ones? Do you have the Sibian joystick attachments? I mean, if I were you, I'd be doing Etsy. On Etsy, I'd be doing the Sibian add-ons, or at least do the Motor Bunny, because the Motor Bunny has user-serviceable parts. The Sibian apparently does not. I've heard from reputable sources. So if I were you, I'd definitely be honing in on the, maybe increase the size of what you're already making so it can be mounted to the Motor Bunny. Because riding a joystick, yeah, that's got me going. I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna try to get a piece of beef.
Yeah.
Or a real big piece of beef. The bowl was
Try to get a piece of beef or a real big piece of beef.
really hot, so.
Yeah, I got a Sibian, and I just haven't had time to get it set up. You know what I mean? I just haven't had a chance to get it set up. And it's like I don't want to just sort of half-ass it. I want to ride that thing. I want to Hawk Tua ride that thing or whatever.
Scott, man!
I got it, David G. Jam. I got it. Okay. Oh, I got you, Mark. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Fuck yeah, Mark. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. He's hella pirated. This is the new OK Cupid picture. Oh God. It's so funny that his editor left this in. The editor is just as fucking clueless as he is. My eyeball is gone. I'm Mark. I'm Mark. I'm Mark the MILF. I don't give a fuck. I'm Mark the Mad MILF, and I don't give a fuck. Whoa!
Like fitness sport.
Oh, I gotta get that mouth shot. Oh, yeah. Look at that shit. Fuck, look at that. Look at that shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was hot. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was hot. Wow.
So, delicious.
Yeah, if I ever saw a boob, I'd be like that as well.
Yeah, that was hot.
Sexual
wow.
boob.
Okay, so, delicious.
I like that, Mark. I like that. That's sort of Beaver Mark. David G. Jam, look at this. Is this not... This is sort of Beaver Mark. Do you agree? I can't explain it, but this is sort of Beaver Mark. Right? This is Beaver Mark. This is Beaver Mark. This is him. That's the Beaver Mark. I didn't know that he could do Beaver. I didn't know that he could do Beaver, but this is definitely Beaver Mark. It's in it. It's in there. No, I didn't see any beavers in Mexico. What did I see there? I saw some pájaros. I saw some lizards. I saw some COVID. I saw the COVID, the shape of the molecules. I did see that. What other animals did I see that I liked? I did see a squirrel, a squirrel negro. I did see one of those. I did see birds. You know, I already mentioned birds, but I did see those. What else did I see? Weasels. I saw a lot of dogs. Saw so many dogs. I saw so many dogs. I know I can't say it, Jen, but I did. So I don't remember what I saw anymore. I can't remember any other beasts that I saw right now. I saw there were a couple that made me happy or something at some point. I didn't see any axolotls. I saw a lot of axolotl plushies and whatever the little things are, the little painted things are called. I got a bunch of the painted things, whatever those frickin' things are called. What are those things called? I don't remember anymore. My partner kept saying it to me, but I don't remember. I never knew what they were called. You know, the things, the little hand-painted little animals. I got a bunch of those. We got a bunch of those, in fact. I got a skeleton. I didn't bring the skeleton out here. That'll have to wait for next week, I guess. This is a night MILF.
Smells good. There's amount of beef, vegetables. So whatever carbohydrates are in the carrots and daikon and whatever else, I would say is a lower carb meal. Is that really good for
Yes. Alebrije or whatever.
winter? Fall and winter when it's cold out. Anyway, I'm going to go sit down and eat dinner. I do want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to check the playlist below for Counseling Wednesday, and then we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.
I mean, I mostly just saw like 1 million dogs in Mexico City. And then I did see, there weren't as many dogs in Oaxaca, but there was this very cute dog that was following around these white ladies that came up to us. And they said that the dog was being like photogenic. They said that as soon as the dog saw us paying attention, it started being extremely cute. And then it walked up to us, and then it sat down ahead of them. And then as soon as they passed, it followed them again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to conclude. I'm going to conclude with the song that was posted to me by Fax the President. This incredible song here. This one, "You're My Fish."
Don't skip out on British food. It is absolutely fantastic. It is totally worth taking the trip over to the United Kingdom for. There are many different places where You can get some fantastic fish and chips. It is a staple in British cuisine. Fish and chips is absolutely delicious. And you absolutely have to get some while you're over there. And of course, you get them over here in the United States as well too. It's a very popular dish. You have to try it if you have not already. Fish and chips were first made in England back in the 19th century. It is deep-fried fish, usually cod or haddock, which is fried crispy brown. It also comes with a side of chips, French fries, and even peas. All over the United Kingdom, you will find all kinds of different chippies where you can get a basket of fish and chips for takeaway. There are also many restaurants and pubs where you can enjoy some fresh fish and chips along with a pint. Fish and chips is quite popular around the world in English-speaking countries too. In fact, there is a great restaurant in Detroit called Scotty Simpson's, which has incredible fish. It is so good! Have you tried? There is a great restaurant in Detroit called Scotty Simpson's, which has incredible fish. It is so good! Have you tried fish and chips before? I'm Scott, or the Scottman, and travel is a great way to experience and share other cultures with the rest of the world. Make sure to follow for more travel and food adventures.
God damn it. Fuck. There's another little clip
Don't
here.
skip out on British food. It is absolutely fantastic. It is totally worth taking the trip over to the United Kingdom for.
You know I have to play it.
Let me tell you more about the best cupcakes in Michigan. Sugar High Bakery is a gem located in the River Place shops in Frankenmuth, Michigan. They serve the best cupcakes in all of Michigan. In fact, they were even featured on Cupcake Wars on the Food Network. Inside you will find all kinds of delicious flavors, and they're not small either. They're quite large, and they're fully packed full of flavor and topped with creamy frosting. Once you take a bite into one, your taste buds will be in heaven. They also feature smaller cupcakes too, as well as cakes and other baked goods. There is also ice cream available too, if you want something to cool yourself down on a hot summer day. Now is the time to visit Frankenmuth, Michigan, for the best cupcakes in the state of Michigan. Have you checked out Sugar High Bakery yet? If not, why haven't you stopped by yet? I'm Scott, I love sharing great Michigan travel content with you every Monday. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow.
Michigan. Hashtag pure Michigan. Hashtag Michigan food. Hashtag Michigan eats. Hashtag food and traveler. Hashtag cultural travel. Hashtag travel and food.
I just can't. I don't know what to say about the fact that the president like started doing this and like what it means to me. I just like just the idea of doing this. Like obviously you don't. I've written songs about things where I use comments from other people. But to just take my existing songs and to put Scottman text into them is just like this next level beautiful thing that is so stupid and so unnecessary. And it just, I don't know, it gives me this incredible appreciation for my own work that I just didn't know was possible. And like, that's one of my favorite things like I've ever heard on the internet is this thing. That's just his text from an Instagram. It's if you reply. If you reply. Where's if you reply? This one.
In every single moment, I watch for her words below it. Exchange is complicated by my swollen heart. It's just the way things are. Her beauty stunning, growing, a proper being for loving. My tortured soul
one of my best songs.
Placated and flat, stare at the trending tab. When I saw her, I knew that everything had changed. Flood of emotion, my heart beat in new ways. Notifications, I'm humbled, I'll seek her there. If not today, tomorrow for sure, yeah. If you hit like, I'll smile. If you hit sad, I'll cry. But if you reply, I'll come and stay with you there tonight and hold you tight. The power of her posting.
So it's just like, this just exists, and then you can just put Scottman's post into it. You can just put Scottman's post into it, you know?
Her hand I wish I was holding. The passion sudden consuming. She became the way, the steps that I would take. The bar is blue as my heart. She feeds me a life.
But it added a saxophone solo to it, which is awesome.
Emboldened I boast, can I reach her? The cacophony of content within newsfeed. When I saw her, I knew that everything had changed. Flood of emotion, my heart beat in new ways. Notifications, I'm humble, I'll seek her there. If not today, tomorrow for sure, yeah. If you hit like, I'll smile. If you hit sad, I'll cry. But if you reply, I'll come and stay with you there tonight and hold you tight. If you high, I'll laugh. If you hit wild, I'll wow. But if you reply, I'll be right there
This
with
bridge,
you by
though,
your side.
this bridge I think is so cool.
too hard, I'll laugh. If you hit wild, I'll wow. But if you reply, I'll be right there with you by your side till the morning light. If you reply, if you reply.
Classic Jack's shot, concluding Jack's shot. R.I.P. Jack's.
Hey, it's Hot Daddy.
Fricker broke me. Little Fricker broke me. Little Fricker broke me. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm surprised they made it this long.
I got my baby. I'm gonna buy my very pebbles. Yeah. Thank God it's Friday. I got my baby. I'm gonna buy my very pebbles. Yeah. Thank God it's Friday. I got my baby. I'm gonna buy my very pebbles. Yeah. Thank God it's Friday.
I'm icing my shin. Not right now, though.
The women are rocking town, baby.
Can I bring up my shin? Can I show my dent? Is it visible? It's a big. You can see the black. You can see the RW. You can see this. Where's the? It's definitely more.
Humna, 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 boner.
This one is. There's the spot.
Yep.
It's not. It's pretty painful still. It's pretty painful still. It's still pretty painful. It's still pretty painful. Yeah, I'll put my knockers away. I can't kiss it myself, but Mochi could kiss it for me. I gotta get my comedy set ready, but I'm only doing like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Okay, so you have anything else you want to say to me right now?
Humna, 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 humna,
I want to freaking leave.
humna, 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 boner.
I want to freaking leave. I want to freaking leave, okay? I want to freaking leave. I want to freaking leave. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here anymore. If you're willing to send me hype sticks, then I'll try some for sure. Because I would love to see what that looks like. That seems like it could be fun, and I don't know that I necessarily need them, but I think that it would be fun to try them. Yeah, I should do Factoid Raid. I know poor feed Zach, but Rah hasn't been live for a million years, so we're gonna do that. Listen, I'll see you on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend is what they call it. El fin de semana. And I'll keep fighting COVID on your behalf, okay? That's not how raid is supposed to work. God damn it. Now you see how the sausage is made. There. Thank you. Okay, I'll see you all soon. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll keep fighting COVID for all of you. For everyone here. For all of you, okay? For all of you here. Thank you so much.